Office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
This is Madam Michelle, and I want to take time out to big up all our artists link up, kings and queens. Artists link up, one link.
When I'm in town, I tune into Best 100 FM, ALU, with Madam Michelle, every Monday at 6 p.m. This is the sum of the best music. This program is sponsored by Gel Music Records, Kalanji Music, and Bad Bull Productions. Madam Michelle was born playing music on Best FM 100.
What should a taxi service do for you? On-Time Taxi Service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
From anywhere at all. You can call us at 926-3866.
We are something special on the road.
Best 100.5 FM brings you youth empowerment and resilience, a 30-minute program with Royton McLaren every Monday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. Your Monday nights will not be the same again. Managing stress, trauma? Let's talk on youth empowerment and resilience with Royton McLaren on Best 100.5 FM every Monday from 7:30 to 8 p.m.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight. You can't believe. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
The views, opinions, or statements which are expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of Best 100 FM.
Up the PC, here to pick up the PC, here to pick up the PC. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. easy. Let a place look good, my brother. Let a place keep clean, my sister. Let a place look good, my brother. Let a place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. In a this a time, in a this a movement, poor people struggle. Poor people struggle. Victory, victory. Yes, yes, we got to have a victory. Victory, victory for you and me. The people are suffering, the children are crying. When will someone give us a hand? The pressure is getting higher and much stronger, and poor people can't take it longer. Boy, victory, victory, boy, yes, we got to have a victory. Boy, victory, oh, victory, Lord, boy, we got to have a victory. So many without a roof over their head, while some use cardboards for their bed. 7th time rise and 7th time fall. Still we won't wait till we're back against the wall. Victory, got to have a victory. Boy, you and me. Boy, victory, victory. Yes, we got to have a victory. The Father sees and He knows how the runnings goes. Why they choose to treat us so bad? It seems as if they lost the love they had. Boy, victory, got to have a victory. We for you and me. Boy, a victory, got to have a victory. We for you and me. The people are suffering, the children are crying. When will someone give an hand? The pressure is getting higher and much stronger. The people can't take it no longer. Got to have a victory for you and me. Boy, a victory, got to have a victory, Lord, for you and me. Place like South Africa, place like America, place like England, ooh-wee, place like Jamaica, oh Lord, place like Canada, ooh-wee, and Mount Yassa. We got to have a victory for you and me. Cause you got a victory, got to have a victory for you and me. Oh, a victory for you and me. The Father sees and He knows how the running goes. Why they treat us so bad? It's like they lost the love they had. Boy, a victory, got to have a victory for you and me. Mas you have a victory, got to have a victory for you and me. Aubrey got his victory, Africa got him victory for you and me. Bang dilly dilly whoa, whoa, victory must flow. Whoa. Victory, got to have a victory for you and me. Boy, victory for you and me. Boy, victory for you and me. Boy, victory. Cause the Father sees and He knows how the runnings go. Why should they treat us so bad? It's like they lost the love they had. Boy, a victory, got to have a victory. Boy, for you and me. Yes, a victory, we must have a victory. Boy, for you and me. Poor people struggle. Ooh, poor people struggle. Ooh, the poor men cry. The poor men cry.
Morning and welcome to the program for today and for this week. I'm your host, Jerry Small. The program is here from Mondays to Thursdays, just after 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock in the afternoons. Today is the 27th of June 2022, 27th Monday, 27th of June 2022. And that music was like half pint from, I think it's the 80s. Or maybe the 90s. Half pint the Jamaican artist and him singing about victory and you hear him say, way down in the music he mentioned say, the father know how the runnings go. Well, as I was expressing my opinion last week, watching some developments in the track and field, I was giving my opinion that the lady named Jackson, although she wanted about coming from the 400, she wanted about the 200. I was expressing my opinion that is 100 meters should be even more dangerous. In the time, Jamaica have 4, 5, 6 of the probably have 4, 5, 6 of the top 20 female sprinters in the world. No, probably them certainly have 4, 5, 6 out of the top 20 female sprinters in the world, and it was demonstrated in the national championships of Jamaica. One of the few things that we can give some recognition, not the nation of Jamaica, which don't exist yet. Not the nation of Jamaica, which don't exist yet. The falsity and the fraud that was announced in 1962 have no meaning. It only has meaning in certain areas of life, like the endeavors of the people born in Jamaica. The people born in Jamaica are the people who live and develop in Jamaica and choose to represent the population here. Not a nation, a population what we have here. We have a population here, not a nation. So you saw later on that her victory in the 200 meters was even more spectacular. So much so that the two probably top-rated women in the world in the 200 this year were struggling for at least a quarter of the race, struggling, more than a quarter of the race, but at least a quarter of the race struggling. And they are doing great. Shelley and Fraser and Elaine Thompson doing great and very tough competitors, but they were not surprised but still shocked. You know that sometimes you're not surprised, you know what is the likelihood of what is coming, but still the actual thing shock you. You know that the water is cold. When you jump in there and the actual coldness side grip you, you experience shock. No matter how prepared you are prepared for it. You experience shock. How many of you looking at a electric light plug outlet and you stick a piece of iron in there or a piece of wire and hold on upon it? How many of you don't experience shock? No matter how prepared you are for the electric current, you will experience shock unless you're dead. Yes, so it was enjoyable, very enjoyable. Great example to the people of Jamaica to pursue their needs, pursue them needs until them accomplish and realize them needs. Realize don't mean you just get to find out, Realize mean you bring it to reality. So if you have needs and then you realize your needs, make them real, fulfill your needs. And there's the other minor thing of the Commonwealth Conference rejection of the Jamaican, the Jamaican conspiracy with the most despicable Prime Minister in the whole Commonwealth, the guy named Johnson from England. Jamaica in a conspiracy with the most despicable guy like Johnson. And the white world of the Commonwealth. All right, let's get to the telephone on this Monday morning. Good morning, welcome to the program.
Hello, I'm Jerry. Good morning.
Morning, welcome to the program. Hello?
Yeah, good morning, Jerry.
What a lovely surprise. How are you, Murray?
Oh, not too good.
Talk up, make me hear, man.
I'm saying not too good.
You're not too good. You're not too good.
I'm saying not too good. So I'm asking you respectfully if you can just give me a few moments.
I always get more than a few moments without asking.
No, but I want to ask,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking you respectfully if you can give me a few moments, just to clear up a few misconceptions, about me. So I don't know if you'll grant me that.
Misconception on whose part?
All right, let me say, I just want to ask you, respectfully if you can do that for me. So I don't know if it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, but on whose part are these misconceptions?
My part.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I go ahead?
You may, ma'am.
All right. Listen, Jerry, right? In 2007, Jerry, I lost a sister, to gun violence, right?
In Jamaica? In Jamaica?
Yes, over by site. You know where site is, right?
Yeah.
You know where?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
In February 2007, that happened. My sister was going a few months shy of her 50th birthday, and her male friend, he was in his 60s, right? The gentleman used to work at the police station as a janitor, right? The last time I saw my sister, it was a Thursday evening. She came by and she cooked some food. It was like curry pig foot and rice, and she said, "Marie, I'll bring some food. I know you love them things here." That was the last conversation I had with my sister. In the night, early on, I don't know, Tottenham police had come around to Benbow Street area. You know the area.
Yeah, ma'am.
And the guys around there were like playing dominoes, Ludi, whatever. And from what I understood, when she came, she said police and soldiers come around early in the evening and then pick over the table and all of that and whatever, I don't know, whatever other things they did to these fellas. In the night, threats were going around that them was fingering the man and say him an informer because to him work at the police station. I even said it to him. His name was Ginger. We call him Ginger. Very good family friend because he even used to take my kids, to school. Right, my grandkids.
Yeah.
All right. Them come in. So that happened in the evening. That was the last conversation I had with my sister. In the night, I'm laying in my bed. Maybe it was about after 12. Whatever at that time. But going on to in the night, whatever. I heard my ears shut at fire. Little did I know what I was gonna hear the next when daylight. So. That was them going there. The boy them were probably their finger the man, semi informer. They them kick off the door, go in there, and he got multiple gunshots. My sister only got one.
So Ginger was your sister's partner?
Yes, yeah. She only got Mara, I'm on the phone. I soon talk to you. She only got one, Jerry. She needed only one, Jerry, because them shoot her in her head. All right, that was February of 2007. All right, I haven't even gotten over it, Jerry. The memories might, the actual thing might get a little bit dim, but the memories are still there. This was my baby sister. She never do nobody nothing, Jerry. She in our house. All right, this was a sister that helped me to raise my kids when we did their foreign, Jerry. I left her with 4 children, Jerry, and all through the war and everything, I got back 4 children. Even when my big son, who was 50-something now, was sick, when him I go out of line, she called me and she said, "Marie, Mikey, I don't know where I'm up to." I left him when he was 12-year-old. My kids are what you would call barrel children, right? I take care of them, but I wasn't here physically. But I would not entrust going a foreign and leave my picking them with anybody else but she. Not even my husband's family I would have left my kids with. Before me even leave, Jerry, because I was working in a government job and things over there go home wanted. People are sleep around and I get promotion and I work hard and now I get it and I get fed up. Right? So I left a 12-year-old, I left like a 6 going 7, I left a 4-year-old, and I left a 3-year-old or something like that. All right, Jerry? So I left, before I ever went away, I discussed it with her. I said, you know what? I want to make a move. May I ask if I can leave the picnic them with you? She said, yeah, Marie, because she's been there with me from I give birth, from I have my children, right? I leave my kids with them, Jerry. I get back the 4 of them. When Mikey got on the track, she called me. She said, "Marie, Jerry, me call him, me cry, me cuss. I said, "Mikey, what you want? Are you grave? You want me to come look and cry? Because I'm 12-year-old and I'm not here." And, because after I left, my husband, you don't know how man still, him, whatever him go do, never, whatever. It was about my children, Jerry. Back to the original story. That's I just bring up that part of the story to tell you the type of sister that I lost. You understand, Jerry?
Yeah.
And it still pains me today because I was born 1959, so she probably would have been 65 this year, next month, July coming, right? I lost my sister. Fast forward. May of 2007. This happened in 2007. May of 2007. In my house, I was planning a Mother's Day dinner and dance up at one place up a Stony Hill named Strong Castle Gardens. The night I went downtown, to promote my party, right? This somebody from a neighbor, because when whatever happened, I'm gonna get to that. Tell me that he was always looking at me and saying stop. So I never know, right, Jerry? When I go downtown and come back and from the party and come in at my house, Jerry, I was on my computer, and thank God for that computer because I think it saved my life, Jerry, because, I'm always stay up late. So I'm there on the computer, Jerry, and, that was quite a while after I came inside the house, right? Jerry, I'm there on the computer and some, I saw like a shadow looming on the computer, and I say, Chuck, I know nothing. Come live across the cemetery. I'm say, I'm afraid of Duppy. Can if Duppy that could have there, nothing's will not go on. And it's like when the person creeping up the stairs and coming upstairs realized that I was not in bed, him go back down the stairs. When we run again, Jerry, like a few minutes after, I saw the shadow looming on the computer again. Right? This time I realized that something funny was happening. You know what I'm going to do, Jerry? I get up, Jerry. I'm going to start because of a wool if I excuse it. I said, what I'm going in here for tonight? You said, when I said that, me broke down the stairs. That made me realize that somebody was inside the house, Jerry. When we run one from the front, you know on my house here, Jerry. When we run one from the upstairs party and I ball out to help murder thief police, them are coming to kill me, really. It's a couple months after my sister dead, Jerry. Nobody no respond. Nobody, Jerry. When I realized I'm all alone in this, Jerry, my house there. Jerry, I jump through the upstairs window. Jump through, Jerry, because psychiatrists will tell you in a situation where you cannot fight, you're gonna flee. Right? That is fight or flight. I jump through the upstairs window, Jerry. Right? That me do. Me run down the path and call and I ball out to help nobody. Right? It was this guy by the name of Curtis that when I call him come out and him say marry you, him look at him say wow, I said Curtis look at them coming for kill me. Right? When Curtis said, wait, may I come, and him come, I will come. I couldn't get back inside of the house right away because I jump out, I have the key. We had called police, Jerry, when I see nobody not come. That was like maybe 2 after whatever in the morning. Jerry, I was so scared I would not come back inside the house.
Tell me something. You said this is, hello, you said this is 2007?
Yes.
What month your sister died?
February 2007.
And shortly after that, you were intruded upon. And shortly after that, you were intruded upon.
In May, coming up to Mother's Day, 2007.
So therefore, now in 2007, now this would be in the midst of election season.
Jerry, I don't even know what it was.
Yeah, man, 2007, 2007 the election, Chief.
Jerry, I just want to tell you this from...
All right, go on.
Certain things. All right. So when in the morning about 6 o'clock, the police are passing, I found them down, and I was telling them what happened, and I told them that I want to get back inside the house, but I can't because I jump out and leave the key. So I told the police officer where I kept the key, and him climb up, and there was a window because my house had openings at the time because I was in the middle of construction. So I guess that's where the breach is that because I had boarded up sections. So that was when the police say, yes, so the boy was coming because him tear down the boarding and come inside. And, him go, him bring what he give me, I'm open, I'm go in. The police asked me how old I was. I said, I'm in my 50s. Him say, are you jump from up there, sir? I say, yeah, because maybe if I never jump, Jerry, I probably would not be here talking to you. No, you understand me? Because when we open up and we come in, Jerry, I see the boy take off his shirt and him have a knife wrap up in the shirt. So he probably would have raped me, Jerry. I know him would have killed me because I would have known who it was and him would have want me for talk. You understand me? Yeah. When after that happened, everybody come out and them here now, jungle justice they are setting. Everybody get up and them I go look for him because them know. As a matter of fact, I knew all people know it was him. The shirt where him leave. This guy, I call people name because I'm not lying. This guy by the name of Martin, him say Marie. Me know who, you know, I'm going to tell you who, because I want one shot while we miles have on the same shot, so people know, say, I am. And when I go over across the road to him family, I'm going to say, imagine me helping her all the time and all of that, and your cousin come in for me. And you know what, when my son said, come and pick them there for it, then say, Marie, do not hold it against him family, because none of them send him, and him want it. At that time, one of them said to me, say, him always a look on me, and him always a make some, you know, what kind of remarks and whatnot when I look like, and all of that. You understand me, Jerry? So maybe that was why he attempted to do what he wanted to do. That is a little part. Now back to another part, because I followed you. I was listening on Friday and I followed the remarks where people are saying stuff that I am eating out a PNP pot.
No, you know, man, look here, hear me now. Don't attribute that to the quality
All
of
right.
the... Hold on, make
All
I
right.
say,
All right.
make I say,
All right.
please, make I say, please.
Okay.
Don't attribute people comment to the quality of the program, because I was not even going to read some of them comments, and you know that I know either talk or think them way. I know that from what I know of you, I know say you provide for yourself.
Yes. All right.
And
okay.
I never attribute any allegiance of yours.
All right.
Wait, hold on, please. I never attribute any allegiance of yours to the political dominance of that area to benefit to any benefit. I always assess that is you. I help them while them help you. Just like what I say sometimes, this person need that need the the party need that. Hold on, please. The party. Hold on, please. The party need that person while the person need the party. So.
Yeah.
And after a while, I stopped reading those kind of comments also. Anyway, you heard people say all kind of things, but you are experienced.
I want to finish up real quick. I don't want to take up a lot of your time. Yeah. Pursuant to what you just say, Jerry, you know, I have 5 children. One is very ill. My oldest son, right, is, you know, but thank God he's still here. And my other children, I have my daughter. I have a daughter. She's going for a master's in nursing, something. I have another little daughter, my wash belly, when I call her, you know, baby girl. She has 2 degrees, a bachelor and a master's in entertainment law. My son go online trading. My other son is a party promoter. Jerry, we are always helping the community in you know, whatever way we can. We go out Easterbun, Jerry, and we're not putting a color our face our name on it. You know, right now my daughter up there, yesterday she called, she have 1 million on only for medical supplies and all of that, where she gone up to send down here. When the pandemic broke, you know, she went on a tablet drive and we gave out over 50 tablets, not only to my section alone, you know, to other sections of the Arnett Garden community, because we knew that going online would be a problem for a lot of the children, them, you know. Only reason why we videotape it, because it was donor money, and you know, you have to make people see where you do with them money. You understand, Jerry? You know, and stuff like that. So, Jerry, you know, I live by the mantra that Kennedy said, ask not what your country can do for you, but where you can help out to do with your country. Jerry, me poor Jerry, me come from living in a 1-room, Jerry, outdoor plumbing. You understand me, Jerry? And a lot of times when I would say anything regarding PNP, Jerry, me grew up in a PNP household, but Jerry, I went to Wolmer's because of common entrance, which was a policy of the PNP, right? I got this house, Jerry. It might not be in Kingston 6, 7, or 8, Jerry, but it's a roof over my head. And because of that, I was able to take my children out at tenement yard, Jerry.
All right, hear this now. All right, hear this now.
Yeah.
I know it is very hurtful when you hear them negative suggestion and people take step with your reputation and all them with it. On the other hand, I don't know. You don't tell us how you receive. The majority of the comments were made encouraging you not to feel hurt and to participate back with the station and predicting, say, we soon hear from you. I don't hear you tell me how you receive those majority of comments.
Jerry, I was hurt, Jerry.
No, ask about the hurt. I ask you, I don't hear you how you took, because I know that you must have heard and probably read on the live chat.
Yeah.
The majority of comments was in your favor and saying, don't feel hurt and hurry back and come back. And I don't know how you received those.
Well, those were positive comments, and I did mention a few of them and tell them thanks and all of that, Jerry. I did, 1 and 2, but it was hurtful when people all call me some woman.
Yes, man, but you don't even know them people. I don't even know all them people. I met them comment. I don't know them people, you know. Most of them people is the first I see any comment or comment from people like that. And I'm sure them wouldn't want we know them identity. They're the ones that make the really hurtful comment and don't really know you. Most time it's just opportunity people wait to jump on that, you know.
Yeah, they did because...
And most likely they are not coming from people who support your parties, people who support other...
But Jerry, and Jerry, that's why when I call you, I try not to be, political. I'd rather talk to you about history and stuff like that because I...
Yes, because as I tell people all the while, hear this now. As I tell, look, I only have 2 minutes more. I'm matter of fact, hold on, please. Hold on, please.
Yeah.
I say I only have 2 minutes more and we're going way over the time. I tell people more than one time, privately and over the years, say, I encourage Mr. Shaw, say we should have a program. From I come here, within 2 months I come here, in 2020. I said to Mr. Shaw, we should have Marie and give her a program upon the year. And I explained, hold on, please.
Yeah.
And I explained to Mr. Shaw and to other people, it's because you don't really want no whole heap of responsibility people asking you want to PNP and them thing. Why you even avoid come taking a program per year? Because you have had program on radio in Jamaica before. And I told, before him carry him down to your house, I told him, say, you might hesitate because you don't want to be there feeling all per question about PNP.
Yeah. Well, Jerry, like I say, it hurts, and especially my sister's murder, and the gentleman, Ginger.
Yes, and this hurt now go away.
Yeah.
Easily, not going to go away.
Yeah, the memories still linger, especially the type of sister that she was to me. You understand, Jerry? So people don't know me, they don't understand where I'm coming from.
No, some.
Say, before you jump out and you think, and Jerry, remember when we were there talk about St. Mary in leaving?
Yeah.
Remember, I brought this up, Jerry, because I know you would expound on it. I wasn't doing it to show off. And right away you tell me, say, yeah, that's the deepest point in the Caribbean, and you start to tell, that's the reason why I would come and I talk to you about certain things, Jerry. I don't do it to show off.
No, the people them will enjoy hearing you talk. Them know say I not show you show off. Look here, all the while, people who go to school, people in a family, I get in a plenty problem with my little youth. I don't start it. Mole man said to I'm the youngest child, Mole man said to the family, say, what is the name of the next town after we leave Monig? And him ask me 4 bigger brother and sister and them no know. And him ask me and me know. And when him don't know, instead of him just loud that, him a rub it in him, say, see that? The boy is 7-year-old, and I don't know. It's wrong thing that.
Yeah.
And you're there at school, many children at school, every time the teacher asks questions, them put up them hands. Sometimes the teacher avoid answer because them answer every time. And some of those in the back of the class where sharp pencil hold there and listen to teacher.
Yes.
Say, hold on, please. Hold on, please. Yes. Them is saying that the people put up them questions, them on every time, and answer the question, them a show off.
Yeah.
So you have to forget that. You can't just dwell upon that. But thank you very much for your call here, ma'am.
All right.
Call again soon here, please.
All right.
Thank you very much. That's nice. We have any more calls? Good morning, welcome. Have more? Sorry, but so Murray get 20 minutes, but that's not unusual. Even people complain about that. Why are you giving Murray 20 minutes? But I say, go, you don't understand me. And yet I know you understand me. Same thing happened. But one thing, Kamina Johnson Smith is no Murray. You know? She might be favorite of our boss, but she is no Murray. And even the people that don't know Murray, who is of opposing political view, them enjoy her vitality. In other words, the essential liveliness and life that she demonstrates. So it's 2 different kind of characters. So that's why I saw the reaction. When Jamaica failed in their complicity with England, so many people were so relieved and not supporting Jamaica, not supporting Kamina. It's 2 different characters. Kamina, Johnson Smith, and Murray is 2 contrasting characters. Contrasting. We have our next call. Good morning, welcome. Morning and welcome to the program. Welcome.
Good morning.
Go on.
Good morning to all the listeners.
Welcome.
Yes, I. Rasta, I'm going to say this and make it plain. I listened to Murray a while ago, and I'm happy that she called back, and I know, as most of us predicted, that she would.
Yeah.
Because I know she have the ability to look in herself and, come and say, you know what, let bygones be bygones.
Yeah. Bygones are bygones, yes, sir.
Precisely. And I just want to encourage her because, I know what it feels to lose a loved one.
Yeah, man.
Especially the fact when they have contributed positively to my life.
Yeah, man. Save your life.
And, yeah, so I want to tell her that majority of the callers on this program love to hear the conversation where you and I have. And most of the time, it's not about politics, it's about history.
Very hardly about politics.
Precisely. And regardless of political affiliation, she is a beautiful individual. I mean, she not boast and brag upon the majority of Jamaican because she know where she coming from.
Yeah, and she's still there. She could have moved out. She could have moved out from that community and show up.
Precisely. You understand? So, I, for one, me congratulate her and commend her for doing those positive work. Many of who probably comment and negatively about her. Some of the time we know our politics is very tribal. You understand? They probably from the different side, the green side. So them say, it's a way to snap at her. But at the end of the day, your work will speak for you. You understand? Your good work will speak for you. But on a broader issue now, when it comes on to truth, Jerry, you have to maintain, whether Marie or Rosemary, your last caller Friday, if she come and say anything that we would have find distasteful or not true, we have to deal with it in a way with love but firm. You understand? So, yes, the majority of Jamaicans, are faced with suffering and will never get out of the situation because of policy of the JLP. Let me go there first. And policy of the PMP. And yes, Maria can identify policy way back will benefit you and benefit many others. And fine. But the majority of Jamaicans still is without land.
Yeah.
And land will bring prosperity to the majority of us. And most of the leaders in the past fail miserably to allocate and distribute land to the mass of Jamaicans, including Portia, including Andrew, including Bruce, including PJ. And that is just the truth. So, I will tell her, as an encouragement to, I'm not tell her to deny her association with the party, or whatever. But be very careful of these people. They will kill you when you not suit them.
Yeah, man. Yes, all right. Yes. All right. Yeah, man. Well, thank you very much for that. And as I said, I didn't read all of those unfavorable comments, and I never really read them to make anybody feel away. I just read them as a sampling. Matter of fact, most of them I never read, and after a while, I cut off and some I read no more of them there. And they were not the majority of opinions. But thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, me shout you back, look more. Big up yourself. Enough love, Maria, and welcome back again, Rasta.
Yeah, hold on. We have any more calls? All right, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Now, Jamaica, this Commonwealth conference, so all the while, it's a big stage show, big stage show and big festival, music festival and film festival and all them things. And it's a big international conference. Well, at this big conference, the Commonwealth conference, Jamaica was like, when you say at them big stage show and thing, you see some portable toilet. I know the amount of crowd that going to be in this place here, they don't have enough toilets that, especially during the break. Nobody no want to go toilet when the big show are going on. They're going to wait till till when the big artists come off or between the acts, or them going to wait till somebody who them not interested in. So people going to be rushing the toilet mostly at one time. Everybody want to go one time because them never want to leave the stage show. So through that, you always have to have all 20, 30 portable toilet. Half of them for the female and half for the male. Well, Jamaica was like a portable toilet at this Commonwealth conference today, like a portable toilet. And when you don't use the toilet, after the festival, you make sure you go sanitize it and try to park it somewhere. But this one, you don't even sanitize it. Have any more caller? Good morning. Welcome. Next one, please.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I always listen, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I call about the morning program because I never did. Sometimes I call. Trust me, it's a long time to get through. Sometimes I get through.
Yeah, man.
It's very rare to get through.
No, man, use up the time now. I could discuss because you have some valuable time. Yes, man.
Yeah, man. Is a man you called in earlier. What did I speak about? The violence and God, like, why God not stop it and why he create evil and all them something,
Yeah, man.
So, me just feel like this is man. And, by listening to him, and it make me wonder, why when mankind do things, it's like God get the blame, the creator get the blame too.
The creator, yeah.
Yeah, as if the creator tell a man to go pick up a gun and go do this.
All right, so mankind make problem, right? And then, mankind make problems, and other members of mankind, humankind make problems, and other members of humanity suffer the problems, and then start to blame. Who you say them blame?
The creator.
The creator, okay.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is this: before a man pick up a gun, him have to have it in intention first.
Before him take up your gun, him have to have what in him intention?
Him have to have an intention of picking up a firearm first before he do it.
Yes, if it's even a few seconds, because sometimes people find firearm and immediately take it up.
Yes.
But before him take up a firearm, before somebody use a firearm, them usually have an intention, either shortly before, but usually sometime before.
Yes.
So what you saying about the blame? What you saying in regard of that now, the fact that man have that intention? What you say about the blaming of God now? Or?
Because he want to say if God never create evil, all of this would not happen. If the creator never create evil, all of this would not happen.
How did that person who was phoning the program and saying that? How him get to learn about creator?
I would say well, I don't think he used the word creator. No, I think he said God and about.
All right, how him get to know about God before how him get to know about God?
He never expressed. He was just expressing.
All right, well, since we don't know how him get to know about God, me and you can reason now. Yeah. How is it likely? How me and you get to know about God?
All right. I will tell you from my perspective.
Right.
So I would say from your boy I grew up, I know that my parents them always take me to church. You understand? And I say I should worship God, because He's our Lord and Savior.
No, the first thing, from them say worship God, now that I'm going to ask the question again. All right, so we learn about God through church discussion or family discussion, right?
Yeah.
And what we learn about God?
We learn that same is a loving God and caring.
So we learn that God is a male, right?
Well, then you learn him, yes, but God is not a male.
Yeah, so you going to continue use a concept that God is male?
No, I would just use the creator.
Creator, right?
Yeah.
So because say male is a part of life, right?
Yeah, man.
And female is a part of life.
Yes.
And some people were born with male organ say that although they're born with male organ, they are not male, right?
Yeah, people.
Could you move away from that? Them people that don't know whether it's a male or female. Well, move away from that, please. Because it's not good for us. All right. So now, you know that male is only a part of life and female is only a part of life.
Yes.
And then creation is the whole of creation is the whole of life?
Yes, creation is the whole.
So if creation is the whole of life, I wouldn't, because those are some of the first things I start to ask the people who start telling about God when I look at you,
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So up till now, you still conceive of the creator as being male.
No, I could never.
All right. When it comes to sex, what concept you have of the creator when it comes to sex? Because sex means section, male section and female section. When it comes to the creator, what you think in terms of the sections of the sex?
I would say no. In that case, between male and female, it is a law that the creator creates. You understand? That's when a male and a female come together, them can pleasure each other. Not only that, and bring forth life, bring forth another part of the whole.
Yeah. So maleness is a function, right?
Yes.
Like how pipe have a function and drain pipe have a function different from water pipe. Water pipe deliver things, drain pipe carry the things away, right?
Yes.
So same way maleness have a function and femaleness have a function, right?
Exactly.
Then the creator of all these things here now must be much bigger than male. Not true?
Yeah, because you could never compare him with a part of
You could never compare him, but you see, we have been told this so much that it's hard to get it out. Hold on, hold on. We have been told this so much from so early that it's very hard to get it out of our vocabulary. So you can imagine how much impressions make on people. You don't get these things out of your vocabulary and out of your mind very quickly. But as you understand, creator must be very much bigger than maleness and femaleness, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
so the caller this morning now, if the caller this morning still have maleness and femaleness in him head when it comes to creator, you can imagine that he would be making mistake about blaming creator also.
Yes, of course. And that is the reason why I call, That is the reason why I call this morning. Because what I am saying that everything that mankind is doing, it is a choice of mankind.
A choice.
Creator.
A choice.
Yes.
I wouldn't say everything, but a majority. But human beings have much choice. A lot of human beings living in under compulsion, A lot of human beings living under dictatorship,
Yeah, that's true.
So some of the choice cut down, but by and large, human being was designed to move by choice. And not another human being are dictated to them. That's why so many human beings are unhappy. Because being dictated to is not a natural condition.
Yeah. And even though I cannot tell a man what to think or what not to believe, you understand?
Yeah.
But all I can say before you go and say certain things, I would say do a more thorough research.
Yeah.
And listen to experienced people, you understand?
All right, the man this morning, why you think this behavior of God, so this thinking about the behavior of God trouble him so much? Why you think it trouble him so much?
Well, it kind of, I would say it's a bit kind of difficult for me to really think of it. Why would I want to trouble?
Yeah, me give a suggestion.
Yeah.
I believe this responsibility and blaming of God trouble him so much is because I hear people are take up for God so much, and because I hear people take up for God so much, like they take up for a hero and say Michael Manley is the greatest guy ever come here, and some say Siaga is the greatest guy ever come here. Them say to themselves, when you tell people say Michael Manley is the greatest guy ever come here, them say to themselves, say if him did so great, why him never fix crime when he was prime minister? And the other one way I tell say Siaga is the greatest, say to themselves, say, if I am to believe that Siaga is as great as what them people say, then why him never fix crime? Why him himself give out gun?
Yes, man, I get the point.
So it's because you hear God, it's because you hear people describe God certain way, especially as a male or a female. You must say to yourself, then if God is a male, why him never protect the female them? So it's really an impression where people are drilling their head every day about God and I call God him. Then you never hear the hostess or the host of the morning program I call God him. Then them no must then wait. Then when if you hear your host, if somebody invite you to dinner.
Yeah.
And before them eat the food, them say you have to agree that a God give you this food and him give it. You must set yourself say kiss me neck this. Me have to go agree say God is a him before them give me no food. So none of the hosts confuse you more?
Of course.
Yes, because the hosts are referred to God as him too. As a little section.
As we say, the concept of this thing implanted in our mind very difficult.
Implanted and it being why I'm stressing that it being implanted every day. Because if the hosts are referred to God as him, that means that the hosts not start no God yet, and yet them a host program. I am not here to compare myself and say I know more than them. But I'm telling you how short and how limited them concept is when them are referred to God as him.
That is true.
Then how are them going to help you now when them are referred to God as him? Them can help you?
No.
Them no want help. Hold on, them no want help.
Yeah, of course them don't want help to them.
And them are drill it in the man. That's why the man call into them,
Yeah, because if you want to say him, you place a limit. You place a limit there,
Yes, man. We have more call?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, look here now. We only have 4 minutes more. Can you call me later in the program again?
All right, no problem.
Anytime, even after the 11 o'clock. Thank you very much. Next
all
call.
Right.
Good morning, welcome. Next call there. Good morning, welcome. Call is there? Not there? All right, we apologize to the caller there, whether it's him or her. I don't think I did got a call. But so we can say it's either him or her did a call. Sorry. We have some more music. That's the next piece of music there. I will take this call. Can take this call. Good morning and welcome.
Greetings, Jerry. Good morning.
Well, go on.
That's the day, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I always want to call that morning program there.
Yeah.
But I not seem to get through like the previous caller, But you see, because of you, Jerry Small.
Yeah.
Because when I study African history, I know those 4 minutes I have. So
yeah, man, go ahead, man. Don't mention the 4 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, me I try to get the concept, so say as a black God and as a black Christ,
yeah,
and all of that, and we have a conversation with you when we talk, about 2 months ago,
yeah,
and you question me like we are question the caller them, then it's like something come to me and I say, but say you're wrong, youth, think about it, and the think about it, and I say, say all this time. Neither think say, well, he was white and now he's black. Them lie to me, but
yeah.
Him and none of them. Him no male, him no female, him no black, him no white.
I am not him. Only him. Only him book there. Yeah.
See them? It's chilling our mind so much that even though my concept change, I still mention him.
No, the language, it take time to change the language. Right now I vex every day. I am 74-year-old and from my little youth up till now I still vex so I imagine an English language me they talk to. I look most I talk African word. And if I talk African word, I switch off the radio.
Yeah, because right now, Jerry, me am 40 and me I tell you the truth. I'm sorry, me no know the things but me I know now back then.
No, man, you will learn more, man. You will learn plenty more, man.
Yeah, man. So I just it come to me say, me know you not compete with the previous
no, not competing. No. But remember, Sherika, what's her name, Jackson? She was competing, and Shelly Anna compete, and Miss Thompson compete, and nothing wrong with competing. They're not competing against. They're not competing against. They are competing for the goal, not against anybody.
Precisely, and I'm at this point. It is good not only for we as a listener, but it is good for us as a people to make our view content.
Yes.
And no one feel like as if what, because it's out of discussion and so on will come to a realization
exactly
and learn
so.
from each other.
Yes, sir.
You understand? So me I propose. I don't know if one of the man in them. The other program would host you and have a discussion about.
No, you wouldn't propose that to me. They have to propose that to them.
Yeah, man, I go call him and put it because I know Jerry. It's full time now.
You have to go call back at 11 o'clock.
Yes, Rasta, look come on.
But I take the point. I remember what you're saying. Come back and continue, please.
For a better choice in all your electrical supplies, A, authorized 3M dealer and better brand names. B, better service including free island-wide delivery. C, all major credit and debit cards accepted. It's ABC Electrical Sales. Shop number 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We make your electrical jobs as easy as ABC. Call 754-382-528 or fax 754-3659. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice.
Veteran Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Veteran Printers, your best choice in printing.
The present and the future generation. Whether taxi, private vehicle or bike, your 2 bicycle wheel them or a hike. Listen up quick, you coulda young or you old. Up on the bus cause we are got the road.
June is winding down and along with it Road Safety Awareness Month. But road safety is a year-long and lifelong commitment, so stay tuned for some road safety tips for pedestrians and passengers in particular. I'm Jeremy Nelson. Come make with Do Road.
Service did well at tonight, man. Pastor deliver the word, me not lie.
Then I never see how old Sister Ingrid catch his spirit. I know, so she not easy for move already, you know. Hey, you see, all when the... Merle, why the road so dark?
Me did hear say them a do some work on the street like them round here, so you know. You walk with your flashlight in your bag?
Then how you know really I walk up and down with big flashlight pan running at them modern time, yeah, girl? Look here, man. You hope and take out your phone and shine a light from what me to.
Then I want to make you there in so much years. And where your phone there?
Hey, you know says as bang as me have. Whatever them call it. The phone dead before we left the church. And you know, she say, me in a black and you in a brown. If one careful come right around the corner, you know, and I see we, the two of we kind of dark like the road there, you know. Okay, matter of fact, come across to the next side so we can face anything where I come and we can see a little better.
I know some little niece did that tell me the other day, say she learned about them night road safety something here in our class. Next time we are going night service, we need to wear something bright or light color. And high. Do me a beg you, make sure your phone not charged.
Me hear you, missus. Anyway, walk up, man. No one hurry and come out of the night breeze from the chop draft.
We soon reach the taxi stand.
Wait. So one carrier come here? Alright, clear?
It looks so, you know. Quick, Pat, fan it down.
Evening, driver. Y'all gonna go square?
Yeah, man, look up now, man. Hey, when you rock over, make some space for you two ladies there. Rock over, man. Yeah, man. Come in, man. Come, man. Come here.
I want to keep my drive so hard.
Me no know, you know, but him better try ease up a little bit of mind. Him send the whole of we home to glory tonight before we time.
We have a problem around there, so?
No.
Since you mention it, yes, I have a problem.
Pat, behave
No,
yourself.
man, no. Let me talk about the things them, because speeding is one of the main reasons why over 480 people, 480 people, you know, are dead on the road since last year. Yeah? That and him was not have on a seatbelt, and him are the one in at the front, and him a get your head lick. You know that? Him never give no signal just now. When him a change the little lane back while ago, and him think so low. Me not even know how he must see the road, much less me. Now everybody in the car just sit down comfortable, so I'm gonna like it. So me have a talk up, Merle. Me have a talk up.
I don't want to make up so much noise. Hey, you know, so you're free to come out anytime you want, you know.
Then you never see a better thing, driver. One stop, pull over right here, so. Cause me and you and them now go dead in here tonight. Oh. One Merle.
You know me no love the argument thing already, you know. But me glad you say something. Me just wish the rest of people them in the car would have listened when you say so.
Them make them choice, my dear. But me prefer talk up and cause argument than sit down and wait for crash. And I want taxi the pan road, plus me have 2 foot.
As you talk, so see when I come here?
Driver.
And that's where we're gonna let you off for the road this week. I'm Jeremy Lee Nelson, and until next time, you could walk, take taxi, bus, or truck. Look left, look right, then look right again before you do.
No man, watch the pile of rubbish in the public space. People nasty, you know? Hold on there.
Sandra, where you stop for?
Look here, me have to take a picture and send to NSWMA. You never hear about the app where you can use to report illegal dumping and littering?
Now what you said to me?
Yeah man, you can call them or download the app from the Apple or Google Play Store.
Why me have to go download the app because enough littering me see in this here town, yeah.
Report littering or illegal dumping in public spaces to the National Solid Waste Management Authority. Call 876-448-3220 or download the NSWMA app to report illegal dumping and littering.
The blood bank is always in need of blood. Give generously. The blood you give today may save your life tomorrow.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Discussions on health and education, inspiring interviews, surprise giveaways, your favorite songs. Tune in to Bess 100 FM this and every Sunday at 11:30 to 12 noon. It's Distinction 411, your weekly college magazine program hosted by James and the Distinction family. Catch you on Sunday.
Best 100 FM is the authentic voice of Jamaica, promoting your prosperity with better vibes and better music. Let us promote your goods and services for you. Advertise with us. For more information, call our office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
This is Madam Michelle, and I want to take time out to big up all our artists link up, kings and queens. Artists link up, one link.
When I'm in town, I tune into Best 100 FM, ALU, with Madam Michelle, every Monday at 6 p.m. This is the sum of the best music. This program is sponsored by Gel Music Records, Kalonji Music, and Bad Bull Productions.
Madam Michelle was born playing music
on Best FM 100.
Melody in my voice. Kemisha plays the music nice. Melody in my voice. Kemisha full of vibes. Best FM run the town. Yes, I run the town. Hear me loud and clear. They run the country and the town. Or the far and near. Bless the love and to Empress Kemisha on Best FM, and it's all about the reset, you know. Mondays to Thursdays, 2 to 5 p.m. on Best FM. Keep it locked. This is Warrior King, the Black Emperor. Come on, tune in. It's good. It's better, but nothing beats.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother.
No vacancy. You can't get no job. No vacancy. I wake up in the morning. I make an early track sing. I drop me gun seeking. The youth them need feeding. Everywhere you go it's no vacancy. They must see wrong me commit robbery. Everywhere you go it's no vacancy.
Tell me how me I go feel me pick me. I no try, me no try, but I just can't get to blind. Applying to the factory, I'm on clothes look so shabby, and crowd of people just watch me. Everywhere you go, it's no vacancy. They must see want me commit to robbery. Everywhere you go, it's no vacancy. Tell me how me I go feel me pick me. Boy, boy, no vacancy. No vacancy. Especially.
Good morning and welcome on this 27th of June here, the Monday, the 27th of June, into the second hour. Second hour we're into, and that sugar mine had starting out there, no vacancy. Just like how there was no vacancy in the Secretary Generalship of the Commonwealth today, and Jamaica, I push them snout. I push them snout underneath which part the sun not shining on people bottom. No vacancy there, only vacancy to come clean the toilet, the Queen toilet. Good morning and welcome. Excuse me for maybe speaking some things that might not seem so pleasant in introducing you. Are you there? We have a caller. Good morning. Caller.
Morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Yes, sir. I'd like to say condolences to Mary and her sister.
Condolences to Mary. Yes, okay.
And Simon Crosby and his body. Talking about his brother or the security guy shot his brother, you know?
Yeah.
We live in a pig. We live in a world period of destruction and sin, you know? The answer and Sanchez sings what a sunrise the day will be. So when is it going to be that sunrise? I feel there's woman angels in heaven. And what's the frames and cherubim?
Yeah. All right. Well, make you come down to earth now. And I have to congratulate you because you're talking slow today and we can't hear what you're saying much better than before.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Come down out of this cherubim and the heavens, you know. Come over today.
Yeah, what cherubim are suffering on the earth and the heaven? The answer I like
make cherubim go one side, man. Cherubim go one side. We could talk reality we are talking out. Seraphim go bathroom.
Oh, okay. So the conscience really properly, you know, because we need to remove for the Queen. But we still need to retain the Privy Council because they pass good judgment.
You move from the Queen.
They want to move for the Queen.
I wasn't on it, no Queen. I don't know if you're on it, Queen. I know on it. From your little boy, I reject Queen. The fire shot and Queen move. The first shot take the Queen. She move from.
So will you accept the Emperor Selassie and the Christ of Christus?
No, me not accept no dominant figure over me. But me admire Haile Selassie, Marcus Garvey, Una Marson, and a whole heap of black man and black woman, white man, all kind of different color people me admire.
Okay, that's great. Let me see. Yes, I'm going to fetch your person. You're a good personality.
No, you talk too fast. Anyway, you know why you boost me up. Don't come and praise me, man. Come and discuss something. I don't need no praise now. Thank you.
Okay, so the country needs to shape up because garbage, extra bills, high food prices, the collection of garbage, poor police force, poor ministry, poor the department of government. Yeah, so the people are showing the best and doing the best, and nobody that's a good example. And we need our poor leadership.
All right, good.
Yeah, so,
all right, thank you very much. Here, we have any more call?
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, sir. Next one. Good morning and welcome. Good morning and welcome. Are we there? Anyone there?
Morning, Mr.
Welcome, Wagwan.
Yes, sir. A long time I not talk to you, but me have some burning issue where me I like hear you and get you on.
You go a doctor?
Sir?
You go a doctor?
No, sir.
And most time we have burning issue, doctor can help you.
No, it doctor no auto remedy. It's coming like, no, it doctor no remedy to this, no. No, sir. Protein, the Rastafari.
Oh, yes.
No, sir. I see a development took place in Ethiopia.
Yes.
Protein, the land grant to Haile Selassie grant to people from the west.
Yes.
And to my knowledge, the Ethiopian people and government take the whole of the land.
Yeah, when you start to follow it up?
Long times upon the land grant, and to my knowledge.
Or the land grant before me and you born, you know?
No, man.
Eh?
1965, the land grant.
No, sir. As far as I know, the land grant 1948, but it announced from before that. But anyway, the land grant is granted and people start to go there 1122, small families and go on till it reach. It started to escalate till you have a couple of hundred people there, right? Hello?
Yeah, listen you, man.
Eh?
Yeah, listen you.
Yes, man. Anyway, in the 60s, people start to go there more and more. Probably that is what you're talking about.
Yes, I talk about now. Last learning I learned about the land.
Yeah.
And the tabernacle, I hear that road, they will go through the land, and then take with the land, and them will lick down a part of the tabernacle.
Yes.
I don't know if you know about it, sir.
Yes, I hear about it.
All right, now then, that's mad. So what happens to the Jamaican them and the other West people from the West now to be occupied the land? What status they got down there now?
All right. Now, I went there twice. The land in Ethiopia is built in the southern part of Ethiopia, near to where Ethiopia joined with Kenya. So the Ethiopia plan a road to make travel to Kenya much easy. And them call part of that road the King's Highway, you hear me?
Let me listen, you man.
All right, just say yes or no. All right, you're not listening, all right. So the King's Highway passed through Shashamane, right beside the land grant. I think there's land on two sides of the land grant. And of course, you know, every few years or every few hundred years, people improve transportation or communication in them country. And sometimes the road might change, or they might build some bridge and go over a river, make the road can be shorter, or it reach to some place where some crops are, so that the crop can come out there. So from time to time, there are road changes and route changes in any country. So anyway, although we got to go to the King's Highway in the 60s, since that time, newer plans of newer road develop, and them announced to the settlers and to the citizens that era, Ethiopian citizens, that there going to be some change in the road, and therefore the road going to go through some people and it's going to stop go through some other people and because the road changed. And I heard that they gave notice to the settlers there that the road going to change, but you can get some other land, or you move your building them gradually and them give them time to move them building. I don't know if the time is reasonable or if them never give them enough time to build, but I certainly have heard more than one time so them get notice to move or notice to transfer a building so that the road direction can change. And as a result of that, lately we saw demolition equipment. We saw videos that showed demolition equipment destroying buildings, and we are told that these are some of the buildings built by the brethren and sisters, the tabernacle and so on, but we are also taught that they got notice to move them, and some move was made, but because the building's still there, some people still hold on upon the building, and the idea said they will never move those buildings, because, you know, are you there, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, do you know that religious buildings that are attached to religious groups of people, frequently they see these buildings as being holy, and they don't want them to move. So even if you get notice to move and them know them have to move, sometimes if it take long to move, them see it as a sign from God, say, God now gonna make this building move because the building holy. After a while, people start to look upon building holier more than life. I would say life is holy, but some people look upon other thing more holy than building. Some people look upon certain pictures as holy. Some people look upon building as holy. Some people even look upon certain adornment and jewelry as holy. Some people say the cross is holy. You understand?
Yes, sir. I want to say something, sir.
Yes, sir.
When they say, I give them notice, they give them notice to go up on a land that they grant to them, or then just...
Yes, them show them, them tell them to move from there. Usually them give them them give them other land to replace where them have to move from, usually. And I heard that this was done in this case. I'm not absolutely sure. I heard that this was done.
Well, to my knowledge, that they not give them no land.
All right, your knowledge is coming from which source?
Coming from a daughter with that.
Hold on. Coming from what?
A daughter that.
A daughter. The daughter name is what? What is the name of the daughter?
I don't quite remember my name, but
where you know her from? Where you know her from? Where you know her from?
Hold on.
Where you know her from?
I don't know her, sir. I hear her from Kabul.
Oh, so it's a voice. It's a voice you hear is your source. And you don't know the name of the voice. The person whose voice you hear.
As I tell you, I hear her from the program.
Yeah.
And say, they support the land, and don't get any land to go on. And such amount of land so small. To my knowledge, I hear that it's 500 acre land I still have the grant.
Yeah.
So if a road they go to 5 acre land is that small, what amount of land the road would take?
No, if the road go through the middle of the land.
Yes.
And the road, a highway is about how wide in your estimation?
It's only a 4-lane road.
It's about how wide? How wide that would be?
A road is about 32 feet.
Four lane of a road would take 32 feet?
Yeah, at the more 8 feet.
A lane don't take more than 8 feet? No, a lane in a road that is 8 feet wide is not going to accommodate the widest vehicle. I have
all right. Put it 40 feet then.
All right, I believe a standard lane in a road anywhere in the world is more than 10 foot.
No, sir, the highway where you see in Jamaica, you know more than 10.
Which highway you know in Jamaica? Tell me one of the highway where you know.
The highway from Palestine to Maypen.
Spanish Town to Maypen Highway.
Yes.
When you get time, I want you go out there go measure the lane them.
Me no measure it, I just estimate me I give you.
All right, call it 10 foot then. So the road, if a 4-lane highway, would have be 40 foot. And you know you have to have place on the side of the road in addition to the road. If you're building a highway, you have to have wider space on the side of the road than the road. And you also should have sidewalk.
50 feet, you know?
No, you're going to need more than 50 feet. You're going to need more than 10 feet additionally.
All right, put it 100 feet.
All right, call it 100 foot. Now 100 foot of wideness of road through 500 acre of land, it's going to take more than 5 acres.
All right. So, the amount of land the island still have the grant, sir.
Originally.
500 acre land.
No, originally him announced 500 acre, and him say as soon as the 500 acres is taken, he will give more and more.
So out of that 500 acre, the numbers are small.
Yeah.
What have the rest of land after the road go through? So them take with that too?
No, many times there have been shifts in the borders of the land at Shashamane. Many times over the last 80 years. You believe that?
Yeah.
There have been many shifts and many other additions and many subtractions. You understand that?
Yes, sir. So, totally no, sir. What Rasta people from the west? That's people.
Yeah.
There's no land down there.
Yes, but the land has been cut many times. Eventually, I know of at least 2 groups of Rastafari who have moved to different parts of Ethiopia and have large amount of land. You know of those 2 set of people?
No, sir.
One up in Harar, one in Harar, where is Modesty born, where is mostly Muslim people live. And the next one in a place them called Dar. Dar.
Good, sir. So presently now,
Yeah.
that a Mali land grant disappear.
No, it don't disappear. It is still there, but there has been some.
What is there?
I can't speak with authority because it's 45 years now since the last time I got there.
Okay. All right, sir. Me not about to get from that. No, that's small. Never next example. What happened to the land when they grant to the Rasta them? A scatcha.
No, the land was not granted. The land was offered by Rita Marley to be used, and later she offered them to give them part of the land, and later she withdraw the offer.
So what happened to the tabernacle?
I understand that similarly to Ethiopia, it has been partly damaged and all kind of things, but the place fenced off and all people has been moved out of there. That's what I understand. Call me back. Listen, call me back and I could talk some more about it. You hear, sir, please?
All right, sir.
You can call back this morning or even after.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir, please.
Good morning.
All right, thank you. Next one. Good morning. Welcome.
Welcome, Mr. Smart.
Welcome, Kiata Wagwan.
But me there listen to the show a little bit fatigued.
Although me tell you say I not show, me no vex to you say I show still.
Program.
You can go and call it show because where the people where the people claim say me and you quarrel, me and you no quarrel. But true, let me start quarreling now. Let me talk now, man. Me say, just because now we are welcome you back now, we can go and call the show, and we're not going to vex it. Go and call it show, man.
Mr. Smart.
Yeah.
Morning to your listeners and your valuable caller.
Yeah, me could have tell you say I go say that.
Yeah, you see this capitalist thing here now.
Yeah.
And the school system that we have in Jamaica and the education system.
Yes, sir.
It's outdated, you know, Mr. Smart?
Yes, it is.
I'm never said this on the show without apology.
Yeah.
Even what concept that we have about God, I forgot change.
Improve. All right, I'm going to call it change. We don't want nobody to Improve,
Mr. Smart.
Yeah.
Because we don't know who is God and what is God. We only guess.
Yes, no, you can guess, but one thing I can tell you. I don't know everything, but I can tell you one thing. I can tell you.
Go ahead.
Life is God. And God is life.
Yes, and God is good.
Yeah. That's what God means.
So I want to challenge you now upon this capitalism thing. I want the people them listen carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me 30 seconds. Let me put two scenarios to you, Mr. Smart.
Yes, sir.
I traveling in a taxi Friday from Red Hills Road, Price Right, to Half a Tree.
Yeah.
And in conversation with the taxi man, he make me know the gas price I kill him.
Yes.
Because if it's not his car, and when him full the tank, and him collect back everything from when the tank done, him only have 15,000 in him hand.
For the day?
10 per day.
Yeah.
10,000 for full in tank, and a 5,000 him have left in him hand.
10,000 for
asking. Huh?
Him tank small. If I 10,000 full him tank small.
Yeah, but him say when him done, him only have 15,000 left in him hand. And him don't eat lunch yet. And it's not his car, and the boss want $5,000 a day for the car.
All right. So what you recommend to him?
No, listen this further, Mr. Smart.
Yeah.
Him say every day him come in a Half a Tree, him have to pay $300 to the extortionist from one lane down Mullines Road, who send the collectors come collect $300 from all of the taxi man them who have a price right.
Yes, him have to pay that. Him have to pay that. All right, him have to pay that. How much of them on the route?
About 50 of them on the route.
And you want to tell me now, say 50 of them, 50 driver, right?
Yes.
50 driver plus 50 owner, right? And you want to tell me say the 100 of them can get together and put the extortionist in place?
Then that never tell you about the capitalism now, Mr. Smart. And look here, when him reach price right, he have to pay the extortionist up a price right, another 300, you know.
All right, then now him now go talk to Samuda.
Samuda no want to hear him.
Samuda know the extortionist.
Samuda know it because they are in Samuda's constituency.
No, not in them constituency, in them party.
act me now, Mr.
And if you don't mind sharping me, and if you don't mind sharping me in a Samuda bed too.
And when me put it on the calculator, 600 times 365, me get $219,000 and show the taxi man in the taxi. And me say $219,000 a year you pay for extortionists. You save $100,000 a year. You must make me mad.
Yes. So now, all right, make we look upon capitalism some more, because extortion is a part of capitalism too.
Thank you, Mr. Small, because everybody want to get rich.
No, the extortion is aligned with capitalists.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then when you have the governor of the Bank of Jamaica now raise up interest rate so that it make it harder for you to go to the bank and borrow. And at the same time, the Minister of Finance raise up gas price every week and I make it harder for the taxi man to fill up him tank and make the money.
Yeah. All right, me go look for the Bank of Jamaica. Who is the head of the Bank of Jamaica?
No, Mr. Biles.
Biles. No, Biles was one of the top-rated communists in Jamaica one time. Did you know that?
Thank you. He was part of Trevor Monroe.
Come again. Start again.
He was part of Trevor Monroe. What that organization name again, Mr.?
He was part of Trevor Monroe Communist Party, and he was one of the top-ranking man along with Trevor in there.
Yes.
All right,
I went to meeting and listen to him in Half-a-Tree.
Yeah. No.
He's getting 30 million
all right,
a year.
All right, no. What caused him to change back? Because him find out that communism now work, right? All right, now go win no point in Jamaica.
Yes.
So did he go back to capitalism or him just a work for government?
He goes back to capitalism.
Yes, because I come from Sagicor and them place there.
Yeah, and while he was at Sagicor, he was the second highest paid executive in Jamaica.
Who was the highest paid one?
The one from the NCB Bank.
What's his name?
Hilton.
Yeah. All right, yes, because 1 year Hilton get $250 million for him bonus, not pay no. Him get him pay already.
Tell the people in the man.
I tell them all the while. $250 million him get for him bonus. And him second get $200 million for him bonus for 1 year. That's different from pay. And the rest of the bank staff don't get no bonus that year there.
The Mr. Small, when you have a set of capitalists in...
All right, now, the guy who was running the bank, him is now a minister in the government.
Yes.
Because for him, friend who was him boss, own the government.
Yes.
Who is that?
Leachin.
Leachin own the government. Arbinil was Leachin manager. Arbinil is now a minister in the government in charge of investment. And
commerce.
Yes, and them take the assets of Jamaica and find people of foreign if you give to.
And look here, Mr. Small, the report came out over the weekend about import versus export in Jamaica. Did you know that we import 5 times than what we export?
Yeah, so you know where that's going to lead to do?
Tell me now, educate me.
Oh, you're supposed to tell the people anyway.
Mr. Small, you know, must have food insecurity and all sort of insecurity. That is the capitalist where them preach here. So we have, I'm going to make the suggestion to you, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
Did you know that companies like CNN, Fox News, they are losing ratings all over the world now?
Yeah, why?
And it is because the people find out that they have been brainwashing the people because the capitalists use those media over the years to brainwash people when there wasn't any social media.
Right.
And they are telling you now that people who have social media and programs and places like YouTube, they are getting more viewers than these stations.
Yes.
Especially in prime time because people stop trust CNN. They don't trust them anymore. Now you know that if this station here, Bess FM, which is the best station in Jamaica right now for poor people and the working class. If you, Mr. Small, take a van, a company van, label with Bess FM, and drive it, go park up at Painland and have a broadcast there today. And then you do it for a month. Just circle 3 miles, 6 miles, Painland, go right to Maxfield Avenue for a month. And you put those programs live you do it, upload it on YouTube same time with the technicians that you have up there. You know that you can get over 100,000 subscribers for 1 month, Mr. Small.
Yeah, I know that.
And you know that 100,000 subscriber will generate a lot of revenue for you on that YouTube channel.
Well,
because advertisers will be advertising there.
All right, last Monday morning, what did you hear me say about Bess FM on the program?
You're telling the people to support the station and make the voice be heard, and the small business must come on board to help make the thing work.
So Bess FM now have to provide some more economical ways of advertising and don't concentrate on big business to support, because big business not going to support the kind of reason that we have. Big business don't like how we talk. It's mostly small business and small people like how we talk.
Yeah, because listen to me now, my name Never, right? Me live in a Portmore. When me go to the road one day last week, here a guy to me on the road, up a track road. But now you may always hear a talk on the radio to Jerry Small. Me say, yeah man, see me here live in person. Yeah. See, I say you look simple, man. Me say, you mean how me look simple? Now me, man, me I go to school and go thing. Yeah. You hear him say to me, you be careful. Oh, you run up your mouth pan bro God, because the people them will come here to you. Why am I telling me that, man, Mr. Small?
Intimidation, am I extortionist? No, I wouldn't say my extortionist, but in mouth I work, in mouth I try to intimidate you. Thank you very much. Look here, call me back again. But you look, it sounds like you always owe some money, Sound like you.
Mr. Smart,
you get enough advertisement.
Mr. Smart, let me tell you.
No, you buy out the rest of the time. I want to go to the next call and
Yeah, but me I tell you this before me leave. Come here, call back. We can't stop paying Bess FM.
All right, start then. Since you can't stop. All right. Since you can't stop, start then. Start pay Bess FM.
All
right. Next call. We have a next call. Good morning, welcome. Next one. Drop. All right, we have our next piece of music. What's it was again? We play no vacant. We play 2 of them so far. Okay. Good morning and welcome. Next call. Good morning, welcome.
Greetings, Jerry.
Hello, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
And good morning to your callers and listeners. With due respect to that caller this morning on the morning program, I don't think he was blaming God for evil.
You mean the caller?
There was a caller on the first program before you came on.
Yes.
And then someone called on your program and referred to that conversation.
Yeah.
But my personal belief is that he was not blaming God for evil, but I think he was being a little facetious. And I say that because that's the same line of thought I had, and I was right along with him with his questioning. What he basically was saying, I think, is he was highlighting the failure of religion, and especially Western Christianity, and specifically Christianity in Jamaica.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you the question that he asked. But before I tell you the question that he asked and get your opinion on it, I have always looked at the crime situation in Jamaica and the escalation in violence and the murders and the homicides and the terrorism. And yet, Jamaica is known to have the most churches per square mile. Everybody over the world knows that. And I've always asked myself, if we have the most churches per square mile, who are in those churches? And those people in those churches that are praying and calling on God every day, where is the result of those prayers? How come we're not seeing the result of that reflected in the crime rate, reflected in the community, reflected in the children, reflected in the old people in our? Where is the activity? And I
hold on a minute. By preaching about good in churches, how would that affect the criminal behavior of other people?
Well, it's not so much preaching about it. It's the fact that I'm thinking the churches are going to be drawing people in there. And then when you come in there because of what they're preaching, they're supposed to be a force for good. They're supposed to help to transform people's mind and help to teach them self-governance and help them how to be good citizens.
No, hold on. The people out on the road driving recklessly and breaking the speed limit, how would they be affected by a church that preached to people to drive carefully and not break the speed limit?
Well, they would be taught that driving recklessly or speeding can cause your life or the life of someone else. You could take your life or you could take the life of someone else, and nobody has the right to do that.
No,
So
I don't think you're remembering the question that I asked. I am asking what effect preaching against the speed limit and showing the causes and the results of driving recklessly and exceeding the speed limit. How does that affect the people who drive recklessly and break the speed limit? How does that preaching affect them?
Well, the preaching won't affect them unless they change, unless they do something about it.
So it don't really affect them then?
But you would assume that the preaching is as a result of helping to help people to make changes, no? That's my understanding of what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to help you to make changes.
No, the preaching is usually an advertisement for those who preaching say we are talking good and we are for good. So usually churches and preaching and religion is an advertisement for one set of people. How does that?
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, and that's why the gentleman, that's why I said he was making humor of the religion, the religion and the role of religion and the role of what the churches are doing, that it's not effective, so something must need to change with it. And the question he asked was where was God when those 5 people were being killed?
Yes.
And he made the beautiful illustration. He says, I am a father, and I will tell my child, don't put your hand on that iron, because if you do, you'll get burned.
Yeah.
But I might turn my back, and then the child will go towards the iron. And if I see my child doing that, I'm going to stop the child or intercept, because I have experienced the burn from the iron, or I know what will happen. So as a father, I'm protecting my child.
No. You are training your child by warning them against touching the iron. You are training the child. Hold on. I'm just starting to talk, please.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You are training the child by warning the child about the danger of the iron. Now, you turn your back in the presence of that child and the iron still exposed to them. You are not training the child. You are testing to see if the child has taken the training. Now, when you turn your back and the child still advances to the iron and get burnt, you are still to blame. You have left the iron on, and you have left the child free to make decision to go towards the iron. You are still to blame if that child still go and touch that iron. But some people employ different methods of training. One of the methods is the method of allowing free will. And then when the child get burned a little, the less will sink into them faster. Some people decide on that method of teaching. Training, and then allowing free will, and then as a result of the free will, the child get burnt, and after that, the child will listen to you more. Now, this is the principle of the religious teaching that is unfolded in Genesis coming down. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand that. But then that is if you're believing that God is a man, and that God is sitting there watching what you're doing and paying attention to who's doing what, That is if you have that kind of a belief. But
No,
that's
no,
why
no,
this
no,
is-
no. Hold on.
He's not sitting there watching to see
Hold
those
on,
things.
please. I don't know which he you're talking about. But
The conscience of God.
yes, but hold on. The same people who teaching that God is a he is the same people that teaching that that God said to people, that land is your land, go in and run them out of the land and take it. And if they give you any trouble, you kill them.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is a whole wrong concept that lead to this whole image building, and the image is built and reinforced more every day. Now hold on please. What I heard the caller say is that God create evil. Did you hear when the caller said that?
I think the question was asked of him if God create evil. That's what I thought.
I didn't hear when they asked him that, but I heard when he said that God create evil. Who was it who asked him if God create evil?
No, yes, I did. He said God.
No, I asked you a question a while ago. Who was it who asked him if God create evil?
The pastor, I think.
Pastor asked him that, you sure?
I can only go by what I remember, but I do
No. You're talking along many words when one word can do. Are you sure that the pastor told him that?
No, I'm not sure, but
No. Okay, just keep it at that. Not blaming you, I'm just trying to distinguish between what we are sure of from what we are not sure of. Well, I am sure that I heard the caller say God create evil, but I don't know if he was lured. When you lure somebody, you lead somebody into a trap. I don't know if he was led into that trap of saying that. But I wasn't listening to the whole program, but I heard when he said, God, the same God will create good, create evil.
Well, the reason he said that, because he went further by saying, well, it was God that allowed, according to their belief and what they are taught, that God allowed the devil who rebelled to come down to the earth and that is the basis on which he says he did it.
All right. No.
So anyway, that's not the point I want to make. I want to make the point that the reason he's bringing it up, and a lot of people are doing the same thing, it's because they have questions. They have questions in their mind about what they have been taught over the years, what they have been led to believe, and what they are experiencing in reality. And they're not matching up. So they come with this question. Some people are coming, oh, well, what is heaven? Where is heaven? Or where is hell? Or what is the truth?
We're going to need some more time if we are going to discuss this.
No, we're not going to discuss that. I'm just finishing on the point of what the gentleman
I have made a point. No, I am making a point.
Okay.
That if we are going to discuss this, we're going to need some more time. It's going to require you to call back maybe even 3 times, but it can be done. But one thing I know, and I started to find out that when I was a little boy, I find out that I can improve myself and improve my understanding. So whenever I find that I am being taught erroneous things, I reject those things until I can find out something better or improve my understanding. But I'm not going to go along with idiot things that I'm being taught. And it helped me so much from a little boy. I find out that even your parents, my parents who I love so much and respect so much, teach me some idiot things, and I reject them, and gradually they withdraw them and start to watch me carefully, because I say, I wonder if the boy think me an idiot, because I find out that my parents who I love so much, I teach me some idiot thing because them.
Yes. So in closing though,
I have to go to some other call, but I wanted to call back because this is the way that we're going to get through everything, When you call back.
But I just want to close off this segment of it by just saying that my perspective and my belief is that God and the I are one.
Yes, it's going to take some more. Yes, it's going to take some more time to explain what is the I. So call back and we can talk about what is the I.
All right.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right.
Lot of idiot thing. First thing why God is being referred to as a male is because them read it out of a book, say a female was made out of a male. Idiot, fool argument. when I lick a boy and them a teach me that, I said, this is damn blasted foolishness. And I asked if me not love my parents now. But I said, wait, my parents just teach me some damn blasted foolishness, but them a teach some good things. So I start to select out what my parents are teaching me. Good morning and welcome. Good morning and welcome.
Blessed love, Bongo, Jerry.
Wagwan.
Africa love all the time, man.
Kremlin, Wagwan.
Yeah, me there, I'm a lion. All right, tell me something.
Yeah.
Poverty is a thing where God make or man make.
Poverty is a condition. Poverty is a condition. It's an artificial condition.
Yeah.
Poverty is not a thing. Yeah, it's not a thing where you can hold, or it's not a thing that was here forever. It's something man-made.
Man-made thing. Right. So, and you know, so ones and ones have to survive, right?
I don't know what you mean by ones and ones. Let us talk plain English.
Have to survive. People.
No, people don't have to survive. People do not have to survive.
They don't have to survive?
No.
Oh, you put me in a way now.
I never put you in a way. You can take it as you want, or you want it. You can either survive or don't survive. And don't blame me. If you don't survive, don't blame me. If you don't survive, don't blame me and tell people say it's Jerry Small make you don't survive.
All right, me overstand that. All right, now. You know, he's a man, me not really bash no man, you know. Everyone have
I would
a
hope
right.
that you not bash no man.
You know, every man have a right for their own expression. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I say now, you see?
Yeah.
Poverty is a thing where created by a man.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't say it created, you know. Yeah, well, yes, poverty is man-made. I don't say them created. They're man-made.
Yeah, a man-made thing.
Yeah.
And I say, ones have to survive.
No, ones have to survive.
Well, if man want dead, make man dead. Right? But when I say survive, I mean man have to eat food.
Don't have to. No, don't have to. Man don't have to eat food, but you have to eat food to live, yes. If you want to live here, you have to eat food.
Right. And him have to pay rent if him not own no land.
No, rent is an artificial thing. These things are artificial things. The first thing, one of the things that you must always keep in mind, to distinguish what things that are natural from things that are artificial. Rent is artificial.
All right.
Rent is man-made thing.
You know, well, from poverty it breeds crime. You agree with me?
No, go on talk, man. Go on talk. Describe to me how poverty bring crime.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, man have to do things to live because of the creation that man get caught up in where poverty is concerned. Right? And man was forced to survive through this mechanism of poverty. Right? So man are going to seek bread from desolate places. Man are going to do things where, you know, it will look wicked and, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. No, until you say you know what I mean, I don't know what you mean at all. So when people say you know what I mean, I don't accept that.
It look disturbing. It look disturbing. Right. All right, now. What may I say to that is this now. If a man have to survive because he have to go to Apple Tree and he have to go up at the cash plaza there and he have to look him food certain way, right? Because he have him children him for go to school and him have him rent for pay and him light bill and him water rate for pay, right? So a man seek a way now because we do have an employment system set up by those who is in authority to set it up. That man, not put up on the road, say him a extort and him a this and him a that. Right? So man are seeking food. Because when me leave my home, I me go look at money and know say, boy, I have 4 children who have to go to school. And them, you know, them are move to a future that it requires funding. So me now, I will say, boy, I have to go look the money for the pick them to go to school, the wife to eat, and when the pick them come from school, them have to eat. So me know about, and me see where me can make $1. Me not bully no man, Me I stop on the road and I was say Spanish tongue. I was say Montego Bay. And I will get that money.
How you get that money by saying Spanish tongue and Montego Bay?
Because I go to the taxi stand them and the bus park them. Right?
Yeah, and how you going to get money by doing that?
Because me I say, I go look two passenger for that.
Yeah, and how you going to get money by doing that?
By just saying Spanish town.
Yeah, but so by saying Spanish town, money just start coming in your pocket.
No.
But why taking so long? Why taking so long to explain how you going to make money, man? It will take too long.
All right, me make the money that way there. That mean
no. How by saying Spanish town and all that, you get money.
Because me look passenger to load.
Yeah, but how by looking passenger you get money?
Because when we put the passenger them in the vehicle, the driver of the car, I will say, all right, say $1.
Yeah, the driver for the car. The driver for the car going to say, but you don't make no arrangement when to them before that him going to get $1 for every passenger we bring.
No, man, him doing no agreement,
Yeah, so you don't make no agreement, but you're going to get money from him.
Right, because I put some passenger in him.
When you can't go and waste time then and then now you and him all broke out in a fight because you don't make no agreement with him.
No. Listen. What I'm saying.
You said that you don't make any arrangement with him that every passenger you bring, you must get 100.
No. When I say I don't make no arrangement, him scheduled to go to Spanish town.
No, anyway, if you don't make any arrangement with him, you don't must get no money from him.
Well, that's why I want to put it that way, say, I'm not really start, no man.
You're going round and round. Say you waste time and you waste energy. If you don't make any agreement to the man about that, and a girl who hang out at a bar, if she don't make an arrangement with the bartender or with the owner of the bar, say every man we should make come in. No, you're not listening.
All right, Jerry.
All right. Listen. If a girl hang out at a bar and she draw money in the bar and the man spend money till the money done. And she don't make an arrangement with the bartender who's selling the drinks or with the owner of the bar. That every man where she draw go in there. They go and check up how much money him spend. And for every $1,000 him spend, they will give her $50 or $100. If she don't make any arrangement with them, she's not going to get any. But if she make an arrangement with them, and she draw one in, she take a drink from him and she dodge him and go back outside because him want her to stay inside for the whole time when him a drink there. But that going to be too slow for her. So she dodge him after she sit down for a few minutes and she go back out front of the bar and a man passing again and she said to him, say, well, stop and buy a drink. And by going back out all the while, she will draw 5 man in an hour instead of just drawing 1 man. She will get $5 $100 instead of $100.
All right, my brother, I agree with that. But
so if you don't make the arrangement, you're not going to get nothing. You're going to start quarreling with the people and we'll make all of the money.
All right, you're master now. One must understand now that what is happening in Jamaica, that you are put in place to make all of these things disappear. They endorse it. Right? They
say a 9 minute you talk. You take too long to say that, You could have said all that in the 9 minute easier.
I hear me go to Jerry. Me call you forward.
That's great.
Me call you forward.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir. You have any more call? All right. Let me just say hello to them and try. Hello, good morning and welcome.
Yes, Jerry.
Wagwan.
Big up yourself, man.
A Milton that.
Same one.
A long time I hear you, you know?
You sound good yourself to listen to the other radio.
Come again?
Anyway, all right. God as a man now.
God as a
Till
man.
the average man and woman dead, they make him say God is a man. All women are so too.
Yeah.
God couldn't be a man. No disrespect to the religious.
I agree with you.
No, God supposed to be God is compartmental. God has a lot of compartment.
All
So man
compartment.
only a part
Yes.
of that compartment.
Yes,
Man
yes.
can't be the whole.
No, God.
Me say man can't be the
No,
whole.
no,
Man is
no,
only
no,
a part of the whole.
Exactly. Here we do for me now. Why you calling back after the midday?
At my credit?
No, all right. Don't hang up. We're going to take your number and call.
No, me not give me number. No worries. Me not
Then you
give
find
call,
a
but me
way.
not give
Well,
me
find
number.
a way. Then are you make God? Are you going to believe in God as a man? And you know, so we have a very important announcement to make about a violence rally coming up. Please remind me before we start back. We're going to make an important announcement about the violence rally coming up and also about Roy Black joining Bess FM with the vintage alternative. Two important announcements. Midday.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Crank it up. You got your radio locked on to the hottest station.
Best 100 FM.
Good day, I'm Anthony Morgan with JIS Midday News for Monday, June 27. Coming up, Health Ministry conducting mental wellness sessions in schools, path engagement sessions to be held island-wide over the next 6 months, and National Summer School Program starts July 4. The news in detail after the break.
Government and public sector, making the systems better to give you the quality and service you deserve. And you deserve it. That's why service excellence is the aim. We take it serious. You feel have convenient access to services when you are deal with government entities. That's we are work on. We benefit businesses and Jamaicans. Better systems and services for a better Jamaica.
The Service Excellence Program is an initiative of the Office of the Cabinet in partnership with the ministries, departments, and agencies.
Now the news. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is working with Senator Dr. Sophia Longmore to bring wellness resources to youth in schools this week with the aid of mental health professionals. The initiative is in line with plans announced by Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton in his sectoral presentation in May and is being done in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Youth. Dr. Tufton says concerns around mental health must be addressed as the island attempts to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic.
Even before COVID-19, mental health was a significant issue in our society. It continues to be an issue of national priority, with many Jamaicans suffering in silence due to the stigma associated with mental illness.
This week's efforts involve the Jamaica Psychiatric Association, of which Dr. Longmore is the current president, and the Jamaica Psychological Association. The professionals will visit some 32 secondary schools island-wide up to Thursday to expose students to coping skills for stress and share available resources. During the visits, the students will get the opportunity to explore the 4 dimensions of health, namely the spiritual, physical, social, and mental. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security has launched its Program of Advancement through Health and Education Path Community Engagement Series CES. The CES is designed to improve access to the network of social services provided by the ministry to the nation's poor and vulnerable. Chief Technical Director for Social Security in the ministry, Audrey Dare-Williams, says CES sessions are aimed at increasing applications to PATH and other social assistance programs.
As the intervention has grown, it now provides not only information on our increasing range of programs, including a new social pension program, but we have also included our labor services, including the LMIS.
Mrs. Dare-Williams was speaking at the first session at St. John's Methodist Church in Montego Bay recently. She says the ministry intends to take CES to 239 marginalized rural communities across the island over 6 months. The Ministry of Education's National Summer School Program is set to start on July 4 to address the disruption and resulting learning gaps caused by COVID-19. The program will be administered online and face-to-face and is designed for all students who wish to participate in the initiative. However, teachers and administrators are required to use the performance data of the students to recommend them for online or face-to-face instruction. Tier 1 students will be accommodated only through the online platforms, while Tier 2 and 3 students will be engaged in face-to-face classes in a class size of no less than 20 and no more than 30 students. The ministry is absorbing the cost for basic literacy and numeracy for grades 1 to 3, mathematics, language arts, science and social studies for grades 4 to 6, as well as mathematics, English language, science, TVET, skill subject or coding for grades 7 to 9. Mathematics, English language, TVET, skill subject or coding will be free of cost for grades 10 to 11. Parents are being advised that additional learning support sessions may be held for other subject areas which may attract a fee. The summer school program is scheduled to end on July 28. And the Registrar General's Department RGD achieved 60% of its target for its Special Status Day promotion on June 20. The event, held in observance of Father's Day, enabled fathers to add their names to their child's birth certificate free of cost. Chief Executive Officer Charlton McFarlane says although the target was not achieved, the entity was pleased with the support received from those in attendance.
One father turned up with 4 certificates. He turned up with the mother to add his name to the 4 children's certificate. One father turned up with 2. It was a very good initiative. I think certainly we need to perhaps extend it a little bit more so that persons can really take advantage of the opportunity and fill the other slots.
Mr. McFarlane was speaking in an interview with JIS News. That was JIS News. I'm Anthony Morgan.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. Russia has carried out a missile strike on a shopping mall in the central Ukrainian city of Kremenchuk. The regional governor described the attack as a war crime and a crime against humanity. Footage from the site after the strike showed the badly damaged building ablaze. Nick Beek reports from Kiev.
If we look at the geography of the place, whether or not there were other intended targets nearby, that will be something that people will assess in the hours to come. But irrespective of what the intended target has been, this missile, or maybe there were more, has hit a shopping centre. And as President Zelensky says, many people inside, 1,000 people, he believes, possibly more than that. But just to reiterate, we've heard that 2 people are confirmed to have been killed, 20 people injured, 9 seriously injured. But the big fear, of course, we need to stress this, is that the number of casualties could increase quite considerably.
Leaders of the G7 industrialised nations have promised to support Ukraine for as long as it takes. After talks in Germany, in which President Zelensky took part remotely, they said they would continue to meet Ukraine's urgent requirements for military and defence equipment and promised humanitarian, financial and diplomatic assistance to Kyiv. The leaders said they would further tighten sanctions against Moscow. They also demanded that Russia immediately allow the free passage of food from Ukraine. NATO has announced what it calls the biggest overhaul of its collective defence and deterrence since the Cold War. The Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg described Russia as the most significant and direct threat to the alliance's security and values. He said NATO would raise the number of forces in high readiness almost tenfold at this week's meeting in Madrid.
At the summit, we will strengthen our forward defences. We will enhance our battle groups in the eastern part of the alliance up to brigade levels. We will transform the NATO response force and increase the number of our high readiness forces to well over 300,000.
The Japanese government has asked people to save electricity as the country faces a surge in demand because of rising temperatures. Many regions are suffering from extreme heat. A cabinet official, Yoshihiko Isozaki, said they were concerned there would not be enough power to run air conditioning units.
東京電力エリアに初めての需給逼迫注意報
The first warning of a tight supply demand has been issued for the area covered under the Tokyo Electric Power Company. We would like to ask people to save electricity in a way that does not cause great inconvenience to them in the evenings when the power reserve ratio is low. We hope people will use air conditioners appropriately during hot times of the day and be very careful not to get heat stroke.
This is Moira Alderson with the latest world news from the BBC. The US Supreme Court has ruled that a school football coach had a constitutional right to lead prayers on the field after his team's games. It said the actions of Joseph Kennedy, a Christian, were protected by his right to free speech and religious expression. It rejected the argument that the prayers could be seen as coercive to students or violated the ban on government endorsement of religion. The African Development Bank says it will invest billions of dollars to build a pharmaceutical technology centre with the aim of helping the continent research, develop and manufacture its own vaccines and medicines. Charles Gitonga reports.
The African Development Bank says it will help patent and license African-made medicines and support governments to navigate the intellectual property rights to global vaccines and medicines. This comes at a time when the just concluded 12th ministerial meeting of the World Trade Organization delivered a partial waiver for COVID-19 vaccine patents, allowing select developing countries to produce the jabs. AFDB says Africa currently imports over 70% of all its medicines, spending $14 billion every year.
Sudan has said it will recall its ambassador to Addis Ababa for consultations after accusing the Ethiopian army of executing 7 captured Sudanese soldiers and a civilian. A statement from the Foreign Ministry said it would also summon the Ethiopian ambassador to Khartoum and submit a complaint to the UN Security Council for what it called inhumane behaviour. There has been no comment so far from the Ethiopian side. Tunisia's most powerful union has called for a second general strike in protest at government economic policies. The UGTT has about 1 million members, many public sector workers, and its last nationwide strike earlier this month brought the North African country to a standstill. The government is preparing to negotiate a loan with the IMF to save public finances from bankruptcy. BBC.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. The U.S. Supreme Court is siding with a high school football coach who claims the right to publicly kneel and pray midfield after each game with players, despite the school's objections, citing separation of church and state. NPR's Nina Totenberg reports Justice Neil Gorsuch was among the 6 conservative justices to rule in favor of more accommodation for religion in public schools.
Writing for the conservatives today, Justice Neil Gorsuch said that the school relied exclusively and improperly on concerns that the prayers would be viewed as a religious endorsement by the school. He said the school district had not shown that students had been coerced into praying, and he said barring Coach Kennedy from praying on the 50-yard line at the end of each game was a form of hostility to religion in violation of the Constitution.
Writing for the dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor said the decision, quote, sets us further down a perilous path in forcing states to entangle themselves in religion. A judge in Leon County, Florida, is considering this morning's arguments in a case to block the state's 15-week abortion ban. Florida Public Radio's Regan McCarthy reports a new law is set to take effect July 1st.
Plaintiffs argue Florida's law banning most abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy would harm their patients. Whitney White is a lawyer with the American Civil Liberties Union. She's representing several of the abortion providers in the case.
They are also asserting through the lawsuit, the incredibly severe and unconstitutional infringement on patients' ability to access the health care they need and to make decisions about their own medical care.
The ACLU argues the right to terminate a pregnancy is protected by a privacy amendment in Florida's Constitution. White says those protections are stronger and broader than in the U.S. Constitution. I'm Regan McCarthy in Tallahassee.
President Biden and other G7 leaders met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky via a live video feed. NPR's Tamara Keith reports a focus of the Group of 7 meeting is ratcheting up pressure on Russia.
With the war in Ukraine dragging on, G7 leaders are trying to further punish Russia without damaging their own economies in the process. It's a difficult balance. A senior administration official said they expect G7 leaders to agree this week to begin the process of trying to put in place oil price caps meant to make it harder for Russia to continue financing its war effort. But the official also admitted this will require a, quote, intensive set of dialogues over weeks. The White House said there would also be more sanctions aimed at Russia's defense sector and supply chains, as well as a series of new tariffs aimed at hundreds of Russian products. The G7 is also set to backfill Ukraine's budgetary shortfalls, with the U.S. committing $7.5 billion. Tamara Keith, NPR News, Elmau, Germany.
The Dow is at 52 points at 31,552. It's NPR. A senior U.S. defense official says a Russian strike on the capital of Ukraine, Kyiv, over the weekend appeared to be targeting a nearby munitions factory. The strike hit a residential apartment block, resulting in civilian casualties. The official added that while the intent of about 60 strikes overall across Ukraine was unclear, they may have been meant to send a message on the eve of the G7 meeting in Germany or on the arrival of U.S.-provided long-range rocket systems in Ukraine. The Italian billionaire and owner of Ray-Ban sunglasses has died at the age of 87. Leonardo Del Vecchio revolutionized the eyewear industry. Reporter Adam Rainey reports a company announced his death in a statement today.
Del Vecchio launched his Luxottica eyewear company in 1961 in a small village in northeastern Italy's Dolomite Mountains. At the time of his death, he was chairman of the world's largest eyewear company with more than 180,000 employees around the globe. His company acquired Ray-Ban sunglasses in 1999 and merged with a French firm in 2018. The combined powerhouse Essilor-Luxottica not only manufactured sunglass brands, including Oakley and Persol, but sold them at its Sunglass Hut shops around the world. Del Vecchio built his fortune after being born into poverty and left at an orphanage as a small child. The Bloomberg Billionaires Index puts Del Vecchio's worth at more than $25 billion. For NPR News, I'm Adam Rainey in Rome.
I'm Lakshmi Singh, NPR News in Washington.
How do we reinvent ourselves? And what's the secret to living longer? I'm Anush Zamarodi. Each week on NPR's TED Radio Hour, we go on a journey with TED speakers to seek a deeper understanding of the world and to figure out new ways to think and create. Listen now.
Best of fame, 100.1. 100.3, 100.5, 7 and 9. Hey, yeah. Oh no.
Isachar Music presents the single Dirty Works by Link and Chain, a conscious reggae group. Distributed by Tough Gong International. Available on iTunes and all digital platforms. Email isacharmuzik@gmail.com. Dirty Works by Link and Chain is on the Isachar Music label.
No, I will not do anything to hurt my brothers, and I will not do anything to hurt my sisters. Oh no. Oh no. And I will not try to put a stumbling block in their way. I would never let them go astray. Oh no. Oh no. Dirty works. We don't do the dirty works. No. Devil's works. We don't do the devil's works. Don't force me into things I do not do. And don't you ever tell me to do the things you want to do. Why won't you do it yourself? Do it yourself. Or if you want to and you think you've got to, do it yourself. Yes, do it yourself. But Jah will beat you. Jah will beat you. Dirty works. We don't do the dirty works. No. Devil's works. you think you've got. Do it yourself, yeah. Do it yourself, but Jah will beat you. Jah will beat you. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Oh, if you want to and you think you've got to. Do it yourself.
It's good. It's better, but nothing beats.
What should a taxi service do for you? On-Time Taxi Service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
At 926-3866.
We are something special on the road.
It's the Faith in Action Hour on Best FM 100 every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. with your host, Bishop Stephen Harper. Don't you forget it, every Saturday, 4 to 5 p.m. on Best FM 100, sponsored by Music Town Entertainment and Valwell's Juice. Faith in Action Hour every Saturday, 4 to 5 p.m. on Best FM.
Best 100 FM is the authentic voice of Jamaica, promoting your prosperity with better vibes and better music. Let us promote your goods and services for you. Advertise with us. For more information, call our office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Best FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Best 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Best FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight. You can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, you'll feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Come. Here to pick up the pieces.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome back to the program here, into the second half of the program here now. Monday the 27th of June. And we've been so busy that I have not consulted the live chat since we come this morning. We go straight to the live chat and we have two very important announcements to make. Live chat from Ricardo Portia say good morning. Shout out to the listeners. Thank God for life. What defines us is how well we rise after falling. Bob Cosmic said, greetings, senior brother Bongo Jerry. Subscribers and listeners, Standpipe, Dreadites, 8183 Hope Road. Pablo of Music say, hi, Bongo Jerry. Greetings from Florida. Bob Cosmic say, Imperial. Pablo of Music. Al Cable and Tarrant in a building. Luke say, bless up Bongo man. Looking forward to the upbringing program today, Consciousness. Pablo say, hi, Bob Cosmic and all. Are then attentively listeners, the callers, Best FM crew. Tough Gang say good morning, Jerry Harlem, USA. The audio is a bit low. D King say, Hail Bongo, highly high. Concern here, most Westmorelandites can't pick up the program on this side of the island. Please check out that and let us know what could be the reason. Blessed love. Ricardo Portia say, well deserved by Sharika Jackson. You hear from me. Pablo Music say, conversion plans turn up. We need you on the awards committee, brother Jerry. Relevant topic for today. Jano inquiry. Jano inquiry. Conventions plan turn up. Okay. Okay, the convention. Okay. Sly Slick say good morning, Bongo. Please play The Russians Are Coming by Val Bennett. Well, I get this late. I get in this 2 hours late anyway. Dale Ryan is a Green Bongo Jerry. Monday Blessing. Marie, welcome back to number 1 radio program. You light up with a small face this morning. Bob Cosmic says, Sly Slick take 5 by Dave Brubeck. Okay, but played in fourth time by Val Bennett. Okay. Yeah, man, the Russians are coming. Pablo of Music say, tip up the overall volume. Jalide, Harry. Pablo say, music lesson turn up. Cheer up, Marie. It could be worse. You have overcome a lot to be where you are today. Cheer up, my sister Harry. Bob Cosmic say, Marie, not pay them people no mind. Keep on doing you. Then I tell Bascal say, Yale Bongo Jerry Small, Best FM family. Kian Brown say, rise willing, blessed love Bongo Jerry. Balance and order. Pablo D say, head girl Marie, big up yourself. Kian Brown, Diana Tal Basco from Bob Cosmic. Greetings, Kian Brown. Yale Bob Cosmic. Lance say, Marie is back. You're great to hear her. Yes, great to hear her. We need people with different views, and that's what makes this world interesting. Caribbean expert say, Bongo Jerry. Marie is nearly like Liz. You remember your friend Liz? She and Wanga got used to call the program regularly. Yeah, man. Del Ryan said, Marie, stay focused and keep strong. You are not alone. I like constructive criticism from smart people. Best of them staff and listeners. Ordinance in UK. Shout out. Tough Gang. So, by the way, this is Michael from Detroit, Uncle Jerry. I must admit that I miss Bet and Dana Lepi. Oh, Lepi. I wonder where Lepi there. Lepi. Lepu and Lepi. I wonder if I'm still in the whole Harbour area. Well, let's get back to the program. And we have 2 very important announcements to make. One is about a Stop the Crime rally and march. Stop the Crime and Violence rally and march on Wednesday, 29th June. Starting at 10 o'clock in the morning at St. William Grand Park and ending at Nelson Mandela Park. The rally starts from 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Or the march. They march from St. William Grand Park, that is downtown Parade, to Mandela Park, starting at 10. So in 3 hours, them intend to reach halfway through Mandela Park from St. William Grand. Then the rally starts from 1 o'clock till 6, and the speakers are Muta Baruka, Reverend Bishop Rowan Edwards, Attorney at Law, Bert Samuel and Miguel Lan, Nadia Marriott, Tommy Cowan, Denise Isis Miller, Sharon Chambers, and Russell Dazzling performances by Little John, Dr. DJ, Tristan Palmer, Admiral Bailey, Peter Metro, Nature Ellis, Sataiva the Black One, Althea Hewitt, and Aisha Bell, hosted by Big Stone. Also, from this evening here, Monday the 27th of June, we expect to have Roy Black, veteran vintage music presenter, coming on to Bess FM and renaming his product, formerly known as Saturday Night Alternative, renaming it now the Vintage Alternative on Bess FM Monday nights from 8 to 12:30, starting this evening, tonight. Starting tonight, or what is technically called this evening, 8 o'clock till 12:30, Roy Black, with a new program called Vintage Alternative, playing old music, best music, Jamaican music, world music. Vintage Alternative, formerly known as Saturday Night Alternative. Now we have a call here. All right, let's get back to the phone. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Yes, Jerry.
Yes, Milton, wagwan.
Yes, the Brian Black, more than man, they finally way back in the early years, he's not jamming at the sports club, you know.
What's about Roy Black?
Anyway, it sound like him know good music.
Yeah, man, you say him used to there at Jam and Tell Sports Club?
Pardon me, I say that man, they look like he know good music, man.
Yeah, man, I think he used to work with Jam and Tell, you know, don't sure.
Anyway, the next thing, young sir.
Yeah.
Is Christian, is evil a necessary ingredient in this scheme of things? Evil. Is evil unnecessary what? Ingredient in this scheme of things.
Anything that is not good could not be necessary.
Is a question may ask you now.
That's what I'm saying. And in my opinion, things that are not good could not be necessary. Necessary mean there's a need for them. Necessary mean need for things.
You never saw nothing would come out and nothing that is negative then or positive. No, you know not.
No, out of negative circumstances and situation, people emerge by seeking an alternative to evil. It is the alternative to evil that bring people out of evil situation. It's not the evil produce the good thing.
You always tell your callers them would waste time, they must get to the point, but you should have put a long time to get to the point. What am I driving at?
Yes, what I should tell you, what point you're driving at?
Am I right about that? Am I right about that?
You know, say, I don't know if you're right, but you're bright, and you're bright till you can't remember what I'm going to say.
Anyway, let me just get to the point, man. I'll call the people who I'm to see here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Evil and bad in the earth setting that small.
Yeah.
They seem to be necessary.
What you would describe as evil or bad? What you would describe so?
What about the positive and the negative, the destruction and the good will come out of it and the good that's bad evil come out of it. You know, say evil come out of good and good come out of it.
All right, may I ask you a question? Now?
Yes.
All right, a lot of people in the world accept a symbol for evil. Them accept like a serpent as a symbol for evil, right? A lot of people. Do you regard a serpent as the existence of a serpent as being evil?
So you and I know say the Jews, I will pass the religion in copy from the Jews, and the Jews portrayed in evil as black and that's why. You and I know.
I asked you a while ago about a symbol for evil. The serpent. The serpent.
Don't you say serpent black and before him become black?
No, serpent. I don't know of serpent being black.
small science to it as well. Not like it really does.
Science point to what? Science.
That's why the question has been asked by scientists is people there in this thing. Right? But
your phone line breaking up, you know. I don't know why.
Anyway, but when saying so, you know, the teachers them never surprised, you know, because
hey, talk little slow. I think that when you talk fast, it pressure the instrument, and that's why I break up. Just talk little slower.
Yeah, they go and keep them rather than here and kill them with it. So what the authorities intend to do? What they intend to pressure the authorities to either shape up our ship. Something of either shape up our ship would have go on, you know. Right?
Who must have to ship out? Who have to ship out?
Who?
Yeah, who have to ship out?
What the people who give money to spend on our behalf?
What do you mean, a JLP?
No, medieval parliament, you know, Mr. Small, right? Including both opposition and JLP.
Yeah, so, yes. So if those who sit down in the parliament, if them ship out, who going to ship in?
I ship in?
Yeah.
Alternative out there wait long time, you know. When it's up to the master people to decide who they want to manage their public affairs, you know.
All right, and what is the choice now? What is the choice now?
I mean, the choice levels now.
The choice is between who and who?
No, we must be serious now, it's that small. No, I don't joke business. I don't think your show is a comedy thing, right?
I ask you, who is the choice now? If you want to get rid of one set of people, what is the choice?
No, I never said and they should either shape up parliament now, you know, because they support the PNP, right? But it's too much bias politics and the religion. That's one of our job. We just can't unite, you know.
What you said that the PNP? What are you saying that the PNP can't unite?
We.
What?
That's we just can't unite. We can't come from.
Okay, the PNP. I'm telling you that your phone is breaking up and you must talk slower, but you're not paying me attention. What are
no, I never said the PNP and the JLP first. I said the PNP including the parliamentary and the parliament. We asked that the PNP can unite. Why ask that question? You and I know that when the PNP unite, when the PNP ready, you know that.
Them ready now? Are they ready now?
You don't think they are?
I am asking you. I'm not close to them. Are they ready now?
Ready?
Yeah.
Yes, at least they are preparing for the upcoming current election.
All right. It looks like you don't want to answer me whether they are ready now.
I said they are preparing. That means that they are already getting ready. They are ready for it, and they are preparing for it.
All right. Have you ever made have you ever made yourself available for them to choose you?
Choose me?
Yeah.
No, I never.
Why?
Right? It's a small. I could give up a politics. I'm not, like when people damage your program with politics, right, sir?
So why is it that you not why is it that you're never available for the PNP use you as a representative?
I think Mark Golden said it during his campaign for leadership that he intends to broaden the membership base of the parties so that you have more delegate votes.
Yeah.
So as soon as them work out the logistics and thing, I will be applying to the party for a membership.
Oh, so you was never a member?
No, sir.
Well, all right. Maybe when you go in there, some improvement will be detected.
Hopefully it happened before then.
All right.
No, Randy, we don't want to running out of the country still, because anyway, Mr. Small,
yeah.
Pick up yourself and some of the religious rhetoric that we have been hearing. Those things shouldn't be dominating modern thought and thinking, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I don't disagree though, yeah.
Pick up yourself.
Cool now. We have more? Next one. Good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, Jerry, blessed.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, man, there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you see, any march, never march, a corruption, never march, but
Marching against corruption.
Yeah, corruption me a march about because out of corruption crime coming up.
Yeah. So you say you don't support marches generally?
Like marching. Marching about crime.
Yeah.
But most of them crime away some man talk about Jerry. It now come from them, man. So it's just like how you see a man after them investigate. Them invest and them fight crime and fight. Them can't fight them. Them fight themselves. How a man investigate themselves. You know what I talk about?
Well, people can investigate themselves, yes, and find out if they are at fault or if they are not at fault. People can investigate themselves.
Yeah, but not them. You don't know all them things set up already.
Who name them? I don't know. When you talk about them, I don't know who you talk about.
All right, me I talk the politician them. All right. When a politician, you know, me know. So when a politician going a year after him, I go run. When him going there, and the nurse and the teacher them him talk to. See? Because the nurse and the teacher them can't even decide if he must stay in there. The man them who decide if he must stay in there are the gangster them. So if the man them say, yo, Jerry's a man of me, you know, and we don't want Jerry in a crime talk much from radar. You think say the delegate and whosoever I'm have and the workers them to the part, you think them are go get up and boat them and walk with them. I mean come then the next time with the 100 police. None of them now walk with them and the bad man them say them don't want to meet them and them here.
Some people pose a question that is not really irrelevant. Some people pose a question and even pose to me who I don't believe that that all of the margin or most of the margin is on the point. Them pose a question to me. What better are you doing than the people that organize the march? I'm going to ask you now. What better are you doing than the people that are organizing this march now?
Yeah, me I tell it to the people them. All the while, every day we tell it to the people them, you know.
No, hold on. Hear me now. Listen. People organizing a march and rally and them out talk and them kind of way there.
No, I'm not fighting to them thing, you know, but
I am asking now. Like what you're saying, I support that because it's not corruption. You want to support march against corruption. What better are you or me or anybody else doing than what them doing here Wednesday?
All right, let me explain to you now. It's what we are doing every day we are doing. Sometimes you hear someone say, boy, yeah, man. Talking every day and this and that.
That's not a talking every day and this and that. What that really means?
All right, hear me now, Jerry. All right. You can't run a revolution, you know, with people when are ready, you know. Unless them have a run left upon the battlefield, not tell you, you know. So the people have to get the people ready. See? So a revolution, you have to talk to people first. Get people in line, and make sure the people are ready. The mass of the people being ready. So it don't make sense. You have to say, make a march, or you have a revolution and 10 people follow you. And then them come out with them news media and laugh and say, but what's Jerry? Only 9 Rastamans following. You know what I mean? So you think I have to ready. So me and man I say, talk every day we attack, every day we attack. We have to get the people ready, because the people have to ready, the people are ready.
Revolution is not something that developed on radio program, you know.
No, but it come off information, seeing that we radio program work with, you know, work fine. You understand what I say? So me not really support like a crime march or so. See? But you have to say a march about crime and corruption. See? You understand? Because corruption is what breeds crime.
Then corruption is not a part of crime.
Especially in Jamaica.
So corruption is not a part of crime.
But enough man don't want that killing. You know, you're the man that said them a march about the killing.
No. The announcement is about the Stop the Crime and Violence March.
Oh, but man, make sure stop the corruption too.
No, crime is not a part of corruption.
Crime a part of corruption, yes.
No, corruption. All right, corruption.
You know, Jerry. Otherwise, some man, a man talk about scamming, see? But him not talk about corrupt politicians, see? It's just like how you hear the politician talk about scamming all the while and rare.
All right. Hello. I'm going to tell you this frankly, and I'll tell people sometime. When we talk about rare, we're not being helpful.
Yeah.
We're not being helpful, Using expression.
Yeah. We talk to mostly people speak patois,
Yeah.
You know that. I want to speak people speak patois.
Yes, I know.
Listeners,
Yeah.
So you don't feel like when you say rare, some people know what you talk, or most of the people.
When you say rare, I'm going to tell you me. Don't know exactly what you mean.
Okay.
But it's not a crime for you use that word, But I am saying, I believe it is better for you use language where more people understand more than what less people understand.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, hear this now. Corruption. All right, hold on. Corruption is corruption a part of crime? The general crime. Corruption is a part of that?
Yeah, corruption is a part of that.
All right, now. So if some people are organized against crime and violence, that means that they must be organizing against corruption too.
Yeah. Well, you have a point, yes.
So what you could do, you could go to such a rally.
Yeah.
And make a statement that if corruption is not being attacked, you're not really attacking crime.
Yeah, say you give me a point. I mean, I got make a speech, Yeah, I forgot that rally. Yeah.
Because, for instance, in Spanish Town, a lot of activity related to criminal activity, a lot of activity supposed to be moving against criminal behavior in Spanish Town, being taken headline lately. One gang is said to be being rounded up by the security forces over the past year.
And one gang let go.
One gang is said to be rounded up by the security forces over the past year, and that gang have the reputation of being linked with the PNP.
Yeah.
Now that gang, members of that gang and affiliates have been under examination now for a good while in the news. And in the meanwhile, now another flaring up going in Spanish Town that is said to be flaring up concerned with the other gang activities. Now, that other gang is known to be connected with the JLP.
Yeah.
The connection between the Klansman gang and the PNP and the connection between the one other gang and the JLP is all a part of the corruption practice in Jamaica.
True.
So, corruption is closely intertwined. Even the corruption that don't involve gun. The corruption that involves telephone, scamming, inside ministry operation, and all those corruption are part of the criminal activity. All right, here's that. So you can make that point. You can make that point there.
Yeah, man, I can make that point there. I'm never make the man. Yeah. You see, that's why I'm a man call you all the while, because you see, now you change my mind. I have to make that march there.
All right, yes. So I'm glad that we have this good discussion. Thank you very much, yeah?
Yeah, hold on, I have a little last point.
You only have 1 minute.
Yeah. You see what really happened with the Commonwealth election thing,
Yeah.
You see, when I tell you, the people, the Caribbean people, I know you got. But some people think everybody can take free that, The people, if the people them educate and sensitive, them the most say, I fight against the next person, man. If the next person have 2 years in the thing, and you just lower make sure you do our term and share your Caribbean colleague. They're not gonna know that, man. I'm vote against them, man. I'm gonna waste no money, man.
Yeah, but I believe it's all to the good because people get to understand more and more now about how they move. So I believe we benefit from studying them and understanding it come plain and plain. But thanks very much. Yes, sir?
Yeah, man. Bless.
Any more? Next call. Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Jerry.
Welcome. Wagwan.
In my belief, I think Ray could have mean like, could I say, etc., etc. You think so?
It could mean that, but it doesn't mean that. Etc.
Well, maybe I
Hold on. Tell me what etc. mean.
Like you talk about something, but instead of talk about something similar, you just say etc., etc.
No, I'm asking about etc., etc. What does etc. mean?
Jerry, me can't explain it right now.
All right, if you can't, hold on, stop right there, sir. If you can't explain it, don't talk more about it, because if you can't explain it, that is a fact. You want me to explain it?
Yes, Jerry.
Yes. Etc. means and so on and so on. In other words, you clarified something before, and the rest of what you are referring to is just the same of what you just clarified. So you may not use the term etc. sensibly unless it did just clarify something before. You understand that?
Yeah, man, I understand.
In other words, to use the word etc., you would be required to have made a clarification before, like you're saying, just like how Sherika Jackson was being humbugged and disturbed in the 100 meters, she will continue to be disturbed in all other ventures that she made, like the 200 meters later that evening, etc., etc. So you did have to clarify something before and then indicate that all other things in that line that follow would happen the same way. In other words, when she go far and go to meet, the same thing will happen, and when she go the world champs, the same thing will happen. So now, Ray now, tell me how Ray mean, etc., etc.
Well, me only hear them I use it, me not really use it. But
you understand what Ray mean?
No, me not understand it, but me hear them I use it all the while.
Right,
on the radio.
Right. Then if you don't understand what Ray mean, how can you say that it is the same as etc.?
No, I mean just say maybe that it mean.
No, well, it can't mean that. Using the way that where people use it, it can mean etc., etc.
Oh.
Yet they might using it meaning that, you know. But when they use it, whatever they mean, no one can assume what they mean. Like when you hear Bob Marley, it's a slang Bob Marley take up it, and him invent the slang blah blah boom boom, you know.
Yeah.
It's hear him it and it sound nice to him and him use it. And after a while, Bob Marley start use another slang where him hear people with, which is a very common slang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And most time when people cannot bother to explain something, them just stop short and say, you know what I mean? You must know what I mean because I can't bother explain. All this is waste of time. But because Bob Marley do it, 50% of all musicians who get interviewed since that time, half of them interviews saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, because them copy it, because they think of something really,
No, if a sensible man did say that one time, and I do have nothing sensible to say, I can't say that and you have to classify me with the sensible people. There's a shortcut that leads nowhere. You have shortcut where that dead end,
Yeah. Well, with the voting the other day with Carmina Johnson, they suspect they shall lose,
Who suspect? Who is this they that suspected?
We did figure say she go lose, man.
You did figure, and then now you're saying that they suspected it too?
No, man, me say me.
Oh, you did
suspect. Me never say
you
no
did
they.
suspect. All right, what arose your suspicion?
Because I don't think most of the African country are going with the Prime Minister of England. And him did a backer.
Yes. Well, that is a reasonable expectation because the action of Jamaica is not so much communal. She's a pawn, like she's a pimper's paradise. Ever hear, remember the music by Bob Marley, Pimper's Paradise? All right. She's just a pawn or a pimp in this game. Wholeness now is a... No, she's not a pimp. She I don't want to really put certain name on her. But she is like a woman for hire in the pimp game. The pimp is the agent of the prostitute. Not calling Kamina Johnson Smith a prostitute. But she is like a woman for hire, for pleasure. And she have a pimp who get business for her. Instead of she out on the road, I get business. Him out on the road, I get business. But him is really the boss. Now, wholeness is like a pimp securing women of pleasure for the Prime Minister of England. So she get used because England don't want Baroness Scotland in the Secretariat for another 2 years. Baroness Scotland, she's not from the same party. You know, so she's from one of the two major political parties in England.
I don't know which party she's from, you know.
Just tell me yes or no, man, if I ask if you know.
No, no.
All right.
No,
All
me
right.
no know.
She is from the opposition party in England, the Labour Party.
Oh.
When the Labour Party was in government, she was in the cabinet. Not only she was in the cabinet, but she was in a vital seat in the cabinet, Attorney General. So if you can imagine that this woman passed to being Attorney General of England plus other cabinet posts, you get an idea why Boris Johnson wouldn't be comfortable there.
Yeah.
Now, after I think she lost her seat when she get elected for, and some of the Labour Party officials, the Labour Party, I believe, has opportunity to recommend people to be in the House of Lords. You know what is the House of Lords?
Are you here talk about it, you know?
Don't tell me who, we're not spending the time good when you start telling me who you here talk about it. Don't tell me about who you here talk about it. I just ask a simple question if you know what is the House of Lords.
No.
All right, the House of Lords is a so-called upper house of higher people than the people that get elected. So them usually put money people there, or people who have land, or people who have special expertise and knowledge in a certain thing. So if you don't get elected and a party want you to have a talk in the government, they can recommend you to go in the House of Lords. So to go in the House of Lords, now them have to turn you in a Lord. Is either a Lord is a person who have a whole heap of land in England. So if you was not a Lord before, they can turn you into a Lord. And if you are a female, the female for Lord is lady. But they have some other posts that female hold that equal to lady. One of them named Baroness. So for her to go in the House of Lords with the High Lord, them in a way of land. Because of her expertise, she don't have no land, but she have some expertise, so them going to put her in the House of Lords. So them appoint her as a Baroness. Now a Baroness is a woman who have rulership over a certain amount of land. So them appoint her as a Baroness and name some land in England, say, as she have authority over them land. She don't really get the land for herself, but officially them just say, okay, you are Baroness of Scotland. So she is Baroness Scotland. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So she reach up into the House of the Lords. And then now afterwards she get elected. She applied to be elected as Secretary General of the Commonwealth, and she win it. And she's serving a term that's supposed to last 2 years. I believe it's because of the pandemic. The term was extended. That is my understanding, that because of the so-called COVID pandemic, them postponed the election for a couple of years. So she's actually holding it now for about 5 years.
Yeah.
It's about to finish. It not finished yet. It's about to finish it, but it's not finished. So they might keep the election before it finished to see who is going to serve the second term. Usually the person will get elected to the Secretary General post in the cabinet in the Commonwealth. Them get elected for 2 terms. So that is how now is she and Johnson is political rival, because them come from different political party, and her political party and herself are aligned with the people them we want England to pay reparation to the people who them did rape before. So because Johnson and the Queen know say she going to strengthen the reparation movement, them want to move her from there before she help organize the reparation movement some more. All right, yes, sir?
Yeah, man. Yeah, understand. All right.
Thank you very much. Next one, good morning. Good afternoon and welcome to the program. Next one.
Afternoon, sir.
Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Go on.
Pull a string and I'll sing your tune. They are puppets.
Yeah, you're my puppet. Yeah, man, the puppet.
They are their puppets.
Yeah, man. A fort is this?
Aaron Scott did tell them.
Is this Fortis?
Listen to me, man. Aaron Scott said to them, why rushing it? Wait your turn.
Yes.
Why you want to come against a sister of the Caribbean?
Yes.
But they didn't learn.
No, it's not that they didn't learn. They offer themselves to be pimps, and a pimp is not going to turn back.
Yeah, because they have their agenda.
Yes, agenda.
And their agenda wasn't for the country, it was for themselves.
Yeah, the agenda is neither for Jamaica or for CARICOM. It is for the JLP.
Yes, so when them find people start come out and questions being asked, them start spin.
Yes.
The one named Nesta Morgan, we can't call him name.
Yeah, Nesta Morgan. He is put there. Yes, he is put there to spin a web of a Nancy.
Yes, and then the station that is online to them was along with them also.
Yes, there's a radio station that is a puppet of the government of Jamaica, JLP government, yes.
And what happened now is Boris Johnson keep pulling the string and they keep dancing.
Yes.
And sending them all over the place.
Because he is in trouble, you know.
Yeah, question. But remember, Boris Johnson is just like the person that is here, you know.
Boris Johnson is very similar to
Yeah, because
hold on, please. Boris Johnson is very similar to Holness and to Trump.
Yes, sir. And we want the people to understand what was happening.
Yeah.
That they set out to have their agenda and it's spoiled upon them.
Yes.
But you know the beauty about it?
Yeah.
Barry Scott hold her mouth and hold her.
Yes.
You remember she saying it's not the nice of the market, you know. It's not the nice of the market, and she prove it.
Yes.
You see, and
what is the market in this case?
The market.
Yeah.
The market is the whole of a country where them are run, bro.
Yes, the market is the constituency that is voting, and the constituency is the 54 countries of the Commonwealth. And she said, not the noise in the market, not what you hear being said, because may I just say this before you continue?
Go ahead, sir.
The election in the Commonwealth is an election where money is spent to buy elections, just like in Jamaica. And that's why Boris Johnson ideally chose Holness and the government of the JLP, because they are used to arranging the buying of elections. So they were sent in, like Rwanda's head of government, they were sent in to the Caribbean to generally buy out the Caribbean. They failed to do so. What they were supposed to do, the election was supposed to win from in the Caribbean, They were sent in here to buy out the Caribbean, like how the United States sent them in to buy out the Organization of American States against Venezuela. They did well against Venezuela, and Boris Johnson was confident that the JLP and Holness, as top experts in two things, buying out election and signing undated letters of resignation. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, please.
I do remember, but the master of all signing undated letter was the other one,
Which other one?
The man that teach the younger one.
Yes, Siaga.
Yes, because he might give Bruce undated letter.
Yes.
And tell Bruce, don't open it until election call.
Yes.
Yes,
and may I say that the head of the drug testing authority for the athletes in Jamaica was headed by one of the JLP senators who signed an undated letter of resignation. And if a man can sign an undated letter of resignation for himself, to shaft him own self, is the same type of man who would participate in not testing the athletes and making sure that them get them world record.
You cannot trust.
You know that the man who headed that drug testing authority is that senator?
No, sir, I did not know, sir.
All right. Well, I'm asking you to. It's very easy for you. It's very easy for you to go and check it out. Check out the drug test.
I will.
Yes, sir.
I will.
Yes.
I will. So you see, they squeeze the milk and put it for to drink, and it fall right in their faces.
No, they kick over. Them squeeze the milk as if them is doing something for the people of Jamaica, and then now them kick over CARICOM. Then and Jamaica must kick over to the milk, must kick over.
And in closing, I can remember when the people, they were laughing at the people.
Yes.
And I know movements there.
Yes, mocking the people.
Laugh.
Mocking
the people, them, and I know
mocking the people, and the brightest young star. I bring them in Clark, you know.
Yes.
Clark is a lately bringing, you know, because they had a bright star before that, you know. The bright. Hold on. They bring in Clark as a bright star to save them. Is when you need saving, you bring in bright star, you know.
Yes.
You remember when Holness take on this, fully take on the image of gangster by accepting the name Brogad. You remember what the slogan was? Where you get them, and he also took on the image of Vice Cartel, because a long time I take on the gangster image. And the slogan was, where you get them Clark the daddy?
Doggy. Get them some doggy.
Yes, because the Clarks was the bright Nigel Clark. But before,
the Clarks was the brand, and the Clarks was the signature to the election.
Yes, and so Nigel Clark now was one of the new thing we're going to come save them as a new star. But before that new star, it was Green.
Yes.
This young lawyer out in St. Elizabeth, Green, he was one of the bright stars. When was like the answer to Crawford, you know. PNP are there, Crawford, so them trying to find a bright star who can talk on what people like. And Green was caught with his pants down, boasting and mocking the people.
Yeah, mocking the people.
Not once. Was it once? Was it once?
They have no shame.
No, was it once that Green was caught mocking the people? No, he was caught mocking the people and say, Labour right shower upon a no movement day.
No movements there.
Yes, and then afterward, Clark and Green and several more of them, 5 of them, was all again caught mocking the people on a no movements day. And Holness, as a third mockery, went in the parliament and mocked the people inside the parliament along with the other 63 parliamentarian, mocking the people and say, collect 100,000 fine from them, Babsy, because she should be locked up too, you know. But him getting her out of it by say, okay, you collect the fine from them and do something useful with it.
And remember this, we don't know who was there. Because
hundreds and thousands, because they was at the launch. They was at the launch of a movie star, of a music star. What's your name? What's the music star name?
I don't remember her name, because I don't study them.
All right, okay.
Anyway, Murray, big up yourself.
All right.
Bravery, the brave may fall but never yield.
No,
you show bravery this morning, and I love you for that.
Yeah.
Murray, you're a woman and a gem.
Yeah.
Blessed, Jerry.
All right, thank you very much, yes, sir. More, good afternoon, and welcome to the program.
Yes, Jerry.
What go on?
Well, I travel by the highway.
Yeah.
Jerry, listen this now.
Oh.
And you can trust light green within it.
Trust him with that?
I'm at the head of the net.
No, I wouldn't trust him to carry my dog to urinate.
Hey, look here, you see the net dog come?
Yeah.
The Jamaican people need to die for that, you know. Because we need the FinSAC report before the need can take set around here, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
most of
the money now.
No, most of these guys are going to suck off something for themselves. That's why I tell you, say, I wouldn't carry him for carry him. I wouldn't trust him for carry my dog go urinate around the corner. Because before the dog gets around the corner, they're going to suck off something for himself.
Yeah, they're coming to rob the bank now to digitalize the currency the bank.
Yeah.
And force millions of Jamaicans.
Well, I'm going to put you up on the spot. Since you know how much clear and present danger there is for the people in Jamaica, are you there, Carter? I want to Carter dodge the bullet or if I'm going to bite the bullet. Alright, we can't get rid of that busy signal. I want Carter to try call back. Alright, do we have any more call there? Alright, the numbers are, and I want to repeat to you, Stop the Crime and Violence March. Stop the Crime and Violence March and Rally on Wednesday, day after tomorrow, at St. William Grand Park. I suppose that the march starts at 10 o'clock at St. William Grand Park, and they reach up to Mandela Park by 1 o'clock. And there the rally will start from 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And the speakers are Muta Baruka, Reverend Bishop Rowan Edwards, Attorney at Law Bert Samuels, Miguel Lawn, and many more, and many artists. Good afternoon and welcome. Good afternoon and welcome. Are you there? All right, the numbers are, whoever wants to really want to call, they will not hang up, because I did not hold up that person very long. So whoever really want to call will not hang up. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Now, as I said, Roy Black, who used to have a vintage music, old-time music program on another radio station, has left that radio station and is coming to Bess FM. Now, the program used to be on a Saturday night called the Saturday Night Alternative. When Roy Black come here from this evening, 8 o'clock, it will be the Vintage Alternative on Bess FM, Monday nights from 8 to 8 to 12:30. Let's get back to the telephone. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, Jerry, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Clear when I talk because you may drive still, but never.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Make a look stop. Yes, Jerry. You know, I'm glad you're fearless when it comes down to pointing out the hypocrisy and the shamefulness of these politicians, you know. You understand?
Right.
Regarding light green and, you know, oldness and the whole of them. You understand?
All of them.
Yeah, definitely. So continue that work because I know say it is not say sure say boy you have knowledge about these things because these are common knowledge, you understand? But it is important that we remind the public about these things, you know, because they have not changed. Because if there was any form of change in them, they would have put them resignation right before the Jamaican people for sure so them have some moral thing about them, but them not have nothing like that. So may I beg you keep the fire burning like that, my boss.
Yes,
you
sir.
understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And as it relates to Communion, Johnson Smith, I'm so happy that, you know, what has transpired because after them, I make it look like so them want to come out of this, you know, Queen regime.
Yes.
Them want to be secretary to Commonwealth.
Yes.
When you check out the Commonwealth, it is of no benefit to us as a nation. And if you check history, we should even in any conversation with this despicable Prime Minister when named Boris Johnson. We see where him are going with, we see where Andrew are going with the people of Jamaica as bright as we are and as dense as they think we want to be. We know Fufu, we know Butu, we know Wagwan, and people like yourself, Jerry, and Cabo and Muta who bring these things to the light of the people, the common knowledge, and remind us, you are threat or you are enemy of the state in a freedom book. But I want to make them know, say, enough enemy of the state there, Jamaica, including myself.
Yes, man. More numerous, more than, yes, more numerous.
Yeah, so, and, you know, I showed you earlier, you know, I'm just want to make the point about the Almighty. And you make me question and do my research as it relates to, you know, classifying God as a male or a female. None of it. God is God, and God is a creator of every human being and race and creed and living things. You understand? So, one of them man in here, you know, if it can be arranged that you depend the early program where we discuss.
Well, as I said to you, it wouldn't be appropriate to be asking that of me. You would have to ask the people who have the early morning time, not me.
Definitely, Jerry.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I congratulate the athletes for that outstanding performance, especially, you know, the females you know, who perform so highly and credited and you know, outstanding. And it just goes to show you that Jamaican people not only have potential, but they have world class. And if we can get rid of certain policy of this government, more Jamaicans like
now, if we can,
you know, Shelley,
if we can organize, to train and learn and perform and excel and improve in like what we do in athletics and in music and in other forms of endeavor, there's no doubt that we can organize and move these foul set of politicians from near us. There's no doubt about that. They have no more expertise than us. They are not any specialists in government or have any expertise or them have any honesty more than us. The athletics, the music, and all of the other endeavors that we do well in, that alone must make us know, say, what we are undertaking here now, there's no failure in it. But thank you very much. Yes, sir?
Rasta.
Yes, we have no more. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes, Jerry. Good afternoon.
Go on.
Jerry, in Europe, Russia has defaulted on its $36 billion international debt.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the first time since 1917. And that was in time of World War I.
Right.
Jerry, they are saying now in Europe that the world is in World War III.
Yeah.
Yes, Jerry.
Well, it always starts in Europe.
Yes, Jerry. And there's a lot of bank runs going on in China.
A lot of what?
Bank runs. People going to the bank and trying out their money.
Not just people. People in vast, hold on, sir. People in vast numbers going to the bank one time and demanding them the deposit, and the bank usually don't either have or want to let go so much money one time because everything will crash.
Thank you, Jerry. And it's the same thing going to happen out here. Jerry, all of who know people who have money in the bank, any money you have over $1.2 million, don't take it out in the bank and spread it out into other accounts because the insurance policy of the government is only for $1.2 million.
It's not 600. It's not 600,000.
No, they raised it to 1.2 million just before the election.
Oh.
That was one of the election strategy.
Yeah.
Jerry, back to the capitalism. I want to tell Russ Kremlin that the loader man is different from the extortionist.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why I was pointing out to him that the loader man have to get an agreement with the taxi driver before him demand $100 per load.
Yes.
The extortionists don't make any arrangement. The extortionists make demand and threat.
Yes, and he's telling them that his ground and the money is their pension.
Yeah.
I want to ask you this, Mr. Paul. And there's an old lady tell me to ask you. She said you used to spoil your children when they're young. If you used to beat them or talk hard to them.
Yes, I did that, but not to the extreme, and it was too much. I shouldn't do so much either.
She said one of the things that Bess FM could do is to come in the inner city because you will get sponsorship from the small business. They would advertise the little round robin with you. And you could sit in with some of the children and help them to grow their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jerry, the people them in trouble and them don't know, Jerry.
A joke here, man. A joke here makes people don't know, so them know.
Jerry, you know my lawyer friend tell me that they are saying it's the first they ever get somebody like Camina Johnson who fit the profile. That's why one of the criteria why she was selected to run against the Baroness. You believe that, Jerry?
Fit which profile?
Fit the English-looking profile and the speech and all of these things.
You mean the light skin and the
Yes, they call it or demeanor.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he told me. That was one of the prerequisites.
Yeah, because they know if she have the profile. They know that if she have the profile of a motley, she's not going to be them chambermaid.
Thank you, sir. But one of the last things they use against the Baron is that they ask them for the financial statement for the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
But it was at the Princery and being looked at.
Yes.
So she was supposed to, it reached the secretariat in time for the voting. And they saw that all the financial transaction was up to date.
Yes.
But at the same time in Jamaica, they were tabling a crime bill for Spanish Town. That was the wrong bill.
Yeah, typical.
Typical, so the Baroness, they couldn't say she thief any money, or she can't find the money. The Baroness is spot on, Jerry, and you're right with your analysis.
Yes, sir.
Jerry, the world is on fire and capitalism mash up, Jerry.
No, it's not mash up. It's not mash up, but it is exposed.
It is exposed.
Yeah.
Because the BRICS country, Brazil, Russia, China, India, and South America. You saw the picture on the internet, Jerry, that the 6 of them take? The 5 of them?
No.
I'm going to send that photograph to you. And I'm going to put it on one of the magic cups. I'm going to put it on one of the magic cups for you, Jerry, and take it to you as a present.
All right.
The BRICS country. That picture with the BRICS.
All right, thank
Jerry,
you.
Jerry, the inner city need you.
Yes, all right. Thank you very much. We're going to go some live chat now. Kean Brown say, a comprehended God is no God. Dare I put it so? It is easy to know God, so long as you do not vex oneself to define Him. Then how Him come into this? It's a hell of a trap. It's a hell of a trap. You have to be really thinking, not to get back into this Him thing. Johan Crook say, Hail Bongo, all communities in Jamaica need community watch officially registered. First step out of the movements. Del Reiner says, sorry, continue. And the African were left off of the Bible. Scholarly 21 says, Blessed man, Father Bongo, another blessed Monday, South in the house, South Florida. Bob Cosmic says, enough time was given to relocate. You cannot go to Ethiopia, that's in Shashamane, and Bob Cosmic is in Ethiopia. Him saying, enough time was given to relocate. You cannot go to Ethiopia and treat the land grant like capture land. Failure to pay heed to the master plan, the blueprint, is why these events have occurred. I understand that. Takile Mko say, Man Bongo Jerry, Bess FM and all on board listening, participating. Him continue, it is really heartening hearing Marie this morning, even greater is the understanding. Takile Mko say, just to say, Marie are loved by as much as many, as much as many. Your views are others are very important irrespective of the circumstances. Be strong, bless up. The Natal Basco say, God is a passive that obeys reason. Evil is a active springing from energy. Bob Cosmic said, Takile Mko, the I reach I. Kayan Brown said, Takilemko, a great thing. And salutation, greetings and salutation. Takilemko reply. Yes, I also have you heard next door to Ethiopia. Yes, I also have you heard next door to Ethiopia the land dispute of the Maasai people of Kenya, assisting their relatives in Tanzania. Real land dispute. Yes, I think I hear about it. Isaac Peart said the tax and banking system is also extortion. You got that right. Bob Cosmic said, Takilemka, yes, I've heard what's going on in the East. This federalism has been causing ballistic affair all over the world. The West are pulling the strings to divide the people. If I remember, I'm going to make a comment about that. Keon Brown said, from the very beginning of your work, school yourselves to sever gradualness in the accumulation of knowledge. To severe gradualness in the accumulation of knowledge. Johnny Johnson said, El Paso, Texas, tune in, Bongo Jerry. Taki Lemko said, true. It is one of the legacies of colonialism that is a hindrance to unity, seeing that governments still stick out the adherence handed down by respective colonialists. Sister D said, greetings and great risings, Ross Bongo Jerry. Bess FM family, they are in this moment, give thanks and rises. Johnny Johnson said, isn't the Pope of Rome representative of God on earth plane? But none of them can claim the Solomonic dynasty legacy like him, King Selassie. J.A. People's Rastology don't sell us, as a wooden nickel. Bob Cosmic said, ballistic affairs now worldwide at home and abroad. As an example, look at Ukraine. A ballistic affair that, don't it? And him continue. Sister D, yeah, I have a letter of mitigation explaining your late attendance, and him a laugh till him cry. Del Reiner said, Mr. Carter, the truth to speak is not for comfort, it is for liberation. Mr. Carter, what the guy say to you, do not take it in a bad way. The guy who will tell Carter say he must afraid to talk out a road. People who are lovers of PNP and JLP will harm you. Ann Ramsey says, slow down. Sister D say, bless men to our brothers. Johnny Johnson said the reticular activating system, otherwise known as RAS, in the brain is the spiritual center of God in man. I and I ones and eyes. I am what I am. God is love. Love is goddess. Hallelujah is Jah. The end of the triple crown. Bob Cosmic says, straight back at you. Taki Lemko says, respect as always, also much in meaning. Sister D says, I do perfect. I do someone. I do in someone. One with somebody in need. I apologize for tardy arrival. Please accept. As I did want to forward a long time. Bob Cosmic say, all is well. We there to keep the righteous fire burning. Marva Valentine say, one love, blessed day, Jerry, Sister D. Ruben, live chat crew. Johnny John say, big up all the kings and queens. Sister D say, brother Maasai, the people get a fight. Yes, I brother, the Maasai people get a fight. He says of being stolen farmland from NI people as far as reaching. Yes. Keon Brown say, give thanks to our unblemished mind increase towards our liberation. Delroy Graham say, greetings and oneness to all nice space. Poverty is not a crime. There are countries that is real poor and crime is so low. Crime is culture. Delroy Anderson is a small, they must forgive your parents. My belief is our parents taught us what they pass on to them by images and conquerors, things that they thought was truth. Well, if I never forgive my parents, I wouldn't love them. But I know them make enough mistake, but them do them some great things, great preparation. I can't say that. Pablo Music say, shelter, education, food, clothes and shelter, education and recreation. 7 to 12-year-old. 7 to 12-year-old, pay them to learn. Pablo Music said, to be poor is a crime, still cool. The effects of poverty, I agree. But I still don't agree that to be poor is a crime. Del Ryan say, Mr. I recalled asking my parents why there is no time in the Bible. My mother was a pastor, called down judgment upon me when I further continue. Anyway, Dan Cosmic say, my father told me that school indoctrinates the children. Church controls the woman through fear, and the penal code enslaves the man. That's why I must remain free spirit and thinker. Johnny Johnson said, the gay flag was created in 1973 by LGBT lobby. The colors of the rainbow was stolen from I and I.
One ship, sonship, Selassie, consciousness, our Pan-African diaspora agenda black. Nobody can steal the rainbow. Them can claim it and use it. Nobody can steal it, man. They'll Ryan say, Mr. Small, my brother tell I to listen to. My mother tell her I listen to too much Rasta man advice. She would not accept my answers. I did my research and show her the truth. And she threw the same book at me. I forgive her for not knowing. Bob Cosmic say your mother sound just like for me. Sister D say, Cosmic, I know say a Jamaican mothers get the hardest fight over Rastafari. So you can imagine, I fight as a daughter in the calling. So, same plus more fire. Bob Cosmic says, Sister D Ruben, funny thing is my mother's mother reprimanded my mother for attempting to reprimand I. My granny was in some way a free thinker, unlike my mother who now live in church. Johnny Johnson say, Oldumare Yoruba Voodoo revival is traditional African spirituality. Yamaha, Yamonja, the River Maiden, the Beige, the Mermaids are Yamaya, Bagwa, Beige goddess of the sea river, waterfall. Then Ryan say, Monday blessing, UK shout out. Del Ryan says, Mr. Small, my belief is religion is regarded by the common people as true, by the wise as false, and by the rulers of useful. The Natal Bosco say, ones never do evil so completely and cheerfully as when they do it from religious conviction. Sister D say, so true and with zeal. Sister D continue. I have to go listen after next program done. I'm his Sister Marie. Ken Brown says, most people make the mistake of thinking religion is necessarily a good thing. Fail to realize that many, if not most religion are thoroughly bad. Ras Nimba salute to Otto Solomon Wolf, son of the soil of the 30th. On the 30th of June 1970 was appointed steward of the Shashamane land grant to liberate ourselves economically and socially. I have to apologize. Somebody called me over the weekend and remind me that I did say by mistake that when I met Solomon Wolf, him didn't know say it was I. I was mixing up Solomon Wolf with Center Fox. Is a Center Fox never know says I. Twice a meet and don't know says I. And I mix up after apologize to Solomon Wolf name for that. Bob Cosmic said the monarch of the UK can enter the House of Lords, but is forbidden to enter the House of Commons. The last monarch to enter the House of Commons was Charles I, and you know what happened to him. Yes, them chop off him head. Well, let's get back to the phone. We have calls. I'm so sorry about that. Live chat is so much. Good afternoon and welcome.
Yes, Jerry.
Welcome.
You know, no problem, man. Can return, you know.
Yes, sir.
Just remembering that Nestor Morgan said a question was posed to him. Why not put up Camilla Johnson? And they said Smith because she's of good stock.
Yes, imagine. Betray. Just give him.
This is important, you know. This is very important for the people to hear.
Very good.
She's of good stock.
Yes, imagine.
No, you can imagine that. When I come off of the phone, you explain to the people why I say she come off a good stock.
Well, make I explain from now. Because
right.
The first thing is that her father was a minister before her. Her father was a JLP minister, and he was Minister of Foreign Affairs and Ambassador before her.
Yes, sir.
Now, what happened is that her father is also a KC man, you know.
It don't matter, sir.
Hold on, make me talk. Her father is a KC man, but he was not referring to her father's KC stock. He was referring to having made a certain kind of marriage and having been made a minister and an ambassador. Him have a daughter will look somewhat like an English woman.
Like an English woman.
And having certain kind of education, she can talk as if being an English woman. I
want to take in the education, you know.
Yes.
I want to take it in. I want people to listen back to this program, and she's of good stuff. And the host of the program name with detail why they say she's of good stock.
Yes.
No. How low a man can get and how shameful they can be.
No, you see, no, them not ashamed, you know, because remember, say, Holness himself was selected by Siaga because him have a certain profile, a certain physical profile. Holness wouldn't, Siaga would never select Babsy Grange.
No, sir.
Or Desmond Mackenzie. Because them too black.
Yeah, because remember, I him bring them, you know.
Yes, him bring them, but
and Mackenzie was proud to tell him that he used to beat him.
Yeah, him used to beat Mackenzie. Not only used to beat him beat him right up till him reach manhood. And when him reach manhood, him beat Mackenzie manhood. Imagine, he beat him in his boyhood and beat him in his manhood. And Mackenzie proud of that.
Yeah. So I just want to open the people in my eyes because Miss Johnson's have good stock.
Yeah.
Why they did they do what they did.
Yes, it's a matter of class and color and appearance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A damn set of idiot, them man. Idiot.
Yeah, Murray, big up yourself again.
You know Cappuccino monkey? The Cappuccino monkey carry the same complexion, you know. I know that the higher the monkey climb,
the more I'm exposed.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much. We have any more? Good afternoon and welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome.
Greetings, Bongo, man.
Well, go on.
I tell you, everything nice, man.
Yeah.
I've been learning from your revelation, you know. So I called to say greetings all who are staying here to the straight up at the Bess FM 100. Yeah, this evening I want to request some music for you, you know.
Yeah.
This music, Bongo Man by Jimmy Cliff.
Oh, you request Bongo Man to come?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, and that one is for you. Another day I request my one.
I'm not sure if we have so much music to play, we haven't played 3 yet. I'm not sure if we can fulfill it.
It can't go on the last of the list, man.
All right, I will put it on there, but I'm not sure if I can fulfill.
Yes, man.
But we appreciate.
I want to commend you on your zero intolerance of stupidity and wasting of time, you know?
All right.
You don't realize that you are living on the edge of going down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we
talk some more about the 3 R's.
All right.
Yes, brother. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we have more. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Simon.
Wagwan.
Come on, man. Barry Farm, St. Louis, and a cruise.
Yeah, but I want you to talk clear because you sound very muffled. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, man. Barry Farm, St. Louis, Santa Cruz. Yeah, you hear me better
Okay,
now?
yes, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I want to big up to our callers and listeners worldwide, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, and as we say, all for one for all, in that manner there can be no failure.
Yes.
One God, and I hope always can be as one day to come. You know?
All right, cool.
Yeah, man. So, we want to touch upon the Camina Johnson Smith election there.
Yeah.
We want to say a big congratulations to them, you know, between him and the whole and the whole government, you know, to lose to Camina Johnson, you know, to Barnes, Scotland.
Yes.
You know, because she did that thing a long time, you know, so she waste her time, you know.
Yeah.
Right? And she never hear on right now. And millions of tax dollars them dash way if you buy vote to reach it, so it's a small.
Yeah, one of the payment was $15 million. And I hear them tell some lie about private investor pay for the rest of the money and them with it. But that is just a shameful. Hold on, please. Private investors in the hotel industry, foreigners who want to come buy out piece of Jamaica, contribute money to them for them to turn this thing that way, yes.
Yes, and it's a buyout thing, you know.
Usual buyout.
Yeah, man, me have to say a big congratulations to them, because right now, when we check out, England have them as a puppet.
Yeah.
You know? Boris Johnson have them as a puppet. And here the main thing why them fees so they would have winning them as a small.
Yeah, they were gambling. They are gamblers.
Yes, they're confident that you want to know England back them, India back them, and but you want to know, you see England.
Yeah.
England no got no great trade power in the European Union again, you know.
No. This is exactly why they are dealing with the Commonwealth, you know. They have hold on, please, sir. You make a good point and it cause me to interrupt you. They have withdrawn from Europe and they're using the Commonwealth as a replacement for Europe, or something for sit down pan. They must sit down pan the Commonwealth, to squeeze out the Commonwealth because them do have the European Union to suck out. Because Boris Johnson is the leader, is one of the leaders who pull out Britain out of Europe, you know. So he would look.
Yes, the Brexit.
Yeah.
You know? Yes, and why they run and going to the Brexit, you know, they limited the amount of people who come to England, you know.
Yes.
So England is not a big country, you know. England is a small country, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and as gone to them, a certain amount of people start flood there, you know, sooner or later they are going to take over. So then it's scare, you know, so they run like Brexit, but they're sorry, you know.
No, here is now. One of the most important arrangements that England and Johnson make.
Yes.
The same money where they them that promise, same kind of money and bribe where they must promise in Jamaica. Say build some prison. That is the arrangement they make with Rwanda. Say anybody come up Britain and we don't want them, especially black people, we will send them to Rwanda and Rwanda will keep them in a prison.
Yes.
And after a while, Rwanda will ask them if they want to become citizens of Rwanda. So Rwanda is like a garbage dump where Britain buy a garbage dump named Rwanda. And a death of the election keeping it in Rwanda, you know.
Yes. So when we take out now, every pay back every cent, they make we know every red cent where they spend to buy votes for the election.
Yes,
they must make the Jamaican people know every red cent.
Yeah.
And by right, they should have paid back every red cent out of them pocket.
Yeah.
You know, see, because then they don't know so well they couldn't win because nobody know Mrs. Johnson, you know.
She's nobody. She's nobody to them. She was trying to become. No, she was trying to become. She was hoping to become somebody.
Yes, but she never really. Yeah, man. So, me I say we are turn part. This is youth where they have kill 4 women up in line there.
Eh?
Young man kill 4 young children and his mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, what me say, he see him do it, so I mean, what would I do with a man like that now, Mr. Small?
What you would do with a man like that?
Yeah, when him so young and do them a type of wicked cruelty there to his own family.
Well, in Jamaica they have stopped executing people about more than 30 years now, about 40 years.
Yeah.
A man like that now, him should be planting food for the rest of his life to feed other people.
Yes, me know, they have something else to talk against. The prison way and the oldness say him are going to make the new prison. If you make sure to have a big farm against the prison, right? And if you have a big training center against the prison, so that when a man goes to prison, you know, go to figure sit down and waste time. And can't stay in their plan to kill who out here. He must work till his sweat becomes blood. Shed you like the blood where him shed out here.
Yeah, so
about that?
Yes, and should politicians be given special accommodation and comfort in that prison?
Huh?
Should politicians be given special accommodation and comfort in that prison?
No, man, are them figure there?
No, I'm asking if they must get special accommodation or they must just take the same accommodation like everybody else.
Same thing like anybody else. Right now, them is a more bigger criminal more than even somebody else.
So maybe politicians should do toilet duty when they're in a prison.
Right. You know, duty. Because if them have such an education, where them go at business university in our world, and so them come deal with few business who we not educated, right? So we put them to deal with it. And them are rob and thief and are reaching up themselves and their family with it. A terrible penalty them to pay to what them do.
All right, well, thank you very much for the call here, sir.
Yeah, man, we link up. Yeah, man, blessings, yeah.
All right, whenever, anytime ready. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, welcome.
Come on, late.
Well, go on, man.
You see me? We turn on the radio late. So
you're good still.
But me brethren call.
Yeah.
Who me a dog?
Well, 40s or who?
All right. Okay. Me hear him call.
Yeah.
Now, you understand what takes place in the world, you know?
Yeah, more and more.
Money, capitalism, and these poor seekers. Frightened. No, maybe answer this.
Yeah.
The lady will win, you see?
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm right. She was fighting for reparation money and what the English did to us.
She seemed to be rallying the supporters and the Secretariat to work out a reparation demand against England.
For the thing they did to us.
Yes, yes.
And they find a Jamaican to try and overthrow that.
Yes, yes.
Now the powers around the world still around and not sleeping.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I saw I never hear the lady before this a big up. You know who me attack?
Mary?
Yeah, because you know why?
Why? You're late.
Yeah, but watch this now.
Yeah.
She take a time, long time ago.
Yeah.
And if you continue to ask her, you should lick her head to come back, to return. But make you laugh. And sometimes you do that some kind of way to make me vex.
Yeah.
But it don't make her better, like how you get better every day. You good?
Very well.
So Mr. Black, come on.
Yeah, man, we are looking for you, man.
Just easy, no, man. The best I get better.
Better.
How the best get better?
Just keep improving. Keep improving.
Just easy, all right?
Well, thank you very much.
Cool.
All right. We have more? All right, we have some more live chat. I think we have time enough for live chat and 2 pieces of music. The Natal Basco say they publicly executed Charles I. That's the last king we forced him we're going to the House of Commons. Live chat. Next one now, Ras Nimba. Then it is clear that they are against reparation. And it is clear they are going against repatriation. Yes, Bob Cosmic say. Yes, and the Lord Protector Oliver Cromwell was in charge of it during his tenure that Admiral Penn and Venables captured Jamaica from Spain, and the reward was the Tower of London. You see it, sir? Tough Gang said there's a substantial number of women from Jamaica who have come to Miami to get abortion. Sister D. Ruben said, send she a launch. Wait, that was the music star was having the launch when the 5 minister and them they have mocked the people of Jamaica. One thing the culture minister did that wear our mask. Oh yes, I try to remember why Bob's Grains they get exempt. She that wear our mask. Can tan her, but I sight her in the photo. The only one. Get dog with them do. And it be lion say, Ray Tete is when people owe you money. And I tell you bare foolishness. Alright, Ibi, thank you for that. A true man. That is one of the meaning, that's true. The Natal Basco said to Bob Cosmic, the Puritanism, schism, Oliver Cromwell, okay. Religion and royalty. Sister D said the regime a push on the wine press well, but no fear ever, not can go on forever. Bob Cosmic say, true, me lion. We know our clock a strike and Bob Cosmic continue. No I out for jam them wine press and mash down them. I out for jam them wine press and mash down them dolly house. Tackle them because imagine the likes are up to over 100 in respect of one's missing to do so in distraction while being attracted to the insightful presentation. Dale Ryan was a small Boris Johnson passed a law in COVID-19, turn around and make a fool of the laws that the minister passed. Fly IR law, he will be asked to pack his bags. Prime Minister, fix up, or you will be next. That means Jamaica Prime Minister. Dale Ryan said, Bongo, I like where I start this week program. Stay focused next day. Dale Ryan says, same set of Buccaneers, Skull and Bone. John Silver, Blackbeard, Captain Blythe to Sir Governor General R. Henry Morgan. Punch the line sail to Jamaica. Punch line sail to Jamaica Port Royal, working for the crown. Sister D said, mash and crash it. Yes, I time for broke it down. Sheldon Nash said, Jerry, play Ambush in the Night by Bob Marley. Boy, if you ever see the amount of music we have to play, and we want to play 2 so far. Bob Cosmic said, truth there attack. Yahoo, and a buckle of rum. Not true? And Bob Cosmic continue. D. Ruben, same way. Knowledge is power. Say, greetings, Sir Bongo Jerry. Sister Marie, welcome back to 10 to 2 class. Stay strong. Knowledge is Sports. Bongo is a rainy day in New York. Sister enjoying the program. Patrick from New York City West Side. Marva Valentine say, class prejudice are rain in a J. Now them your time, yeah. Real sad. Sister D say, beat him, man. Tell him a big man and Mackenzie proud, no true? Del Rhino say, Sister D, Monday blessing. Bob Cosmic say, Marva Valentine. No change except the date. Sister D say, fret not I, sister, the system all crash. Bob Cosmic say, the two side JLP and PNP are the two side ICM backside. The only difference that red and high color people drift to JLP. Sister D, blessful utterances. Bob Cosmic say, when UK joined the EU, the Commonwealth had to apply for visa as there was open borders only to Europeans. Now the UK has left the EU, we will have to spend money and apply for visa. Yes, man. Bob Cosmic say, member say, me no know about them the Janko. Sister D said them are prepared to do the hardest labor and I see in prison them bill. The Natal Basco say, the collusion of the two political partners are partners in crime, no hidden secret. Sundown 876 say, blessed Jerry, callers and listeners. Trinity at work. Sister D say, the higher top scholar Bob Cosmic. Tony Thomas said, Marie, please don't hibernate yourself. It was a pleasure hearing you. Bless Bongo Jerry. Tony Thomas, London check-in. Bob Cosmic said, top scholar. I'm on forever learning. Thank you very much. But here we go now. We have two pieces of music to play. Here one more I play now. Piece of music by Linton Kwesi Johnson. And I'm going to describe Boris Johnson. And him common law. Kamina. And him yard boy. Andrew Wallnose. England is a... Yes, England. I play the music about England by Linton Kwesi Johnson. Music about England, you have it there? Linton Kwesi Johnson, let's go.
England is a bit. When me just come to London town, I used to work on the underground. But working on the underground, you don't get to know your way around. England is a bitch. There's no escaping it. England is a bitch. There's no running away from it. Me get a little job in a big hotel, and after a while me was doing quite well. Them start me off as a dishwasher, but when me take a stock, me no turn clock watcher. England is a bitch. There's no escaping it. England is a bitch. Nobody try to hide from me. When them give you the little weight packet, first them rabbit with them big tax racket. You have to struggle to make ends meet. And when you go to your bed, you just can't sleep. England is a bitch. There's no escaping it. England is a bitch for true. I no lie me I tell a true. Me used to work big bitch when it fool no bitch. Me did strong like a mule, but why me did fool? Then after a while me just stop the overtime. Then after a while me just put on me tool. England is a bitch. There's no escaping it. England is a bitch. You have to know how to survive in it. Well, me do day work and me do night work. Me do clean work and me do dirty work. Them say that black man is very lazy. But if you see how me work, you would have said me crazy. England is a bitch. There's no escaping it. England is a bitch.
Yeah, some more live. That's Linton Kwesi Johnson saying England is a bitch. That is the England of Boris Johnson. More live chat, just a couple more. Sister D. Ruben, Bob Cosmic say, I'm on Forever Learning. Sundown 876 say, if the world richest 1% gave 10% of their wealth, the world would be a better place. Tackle them because enough love, Marba. Bob Cosmic say, I man will be very busy tomorrow, so let's link up Wednesday. Love to one and all. Marba say, see him to the eye. All right, make we hear now. Louise Bennett, she have a music, you know. I can't find it, but I think it's inside of this one. When she says sly mongoose, because you know, say, the mongoose is a very sneaking or sneaking animal. We broke in a kitchen, broke in a fowl coop, suck egg, thief, like what? But it's the broke kitchen part we don't hear about those mongoose name gone abroad. People all over the world, outside of the neighborhood, know say mongoose a thief because mongoose name gone abroad. Sly mongoose, your name gone abroad. I go here, a little piece of Louise Bennett now.
Would you
and
please
if
welcome
she don't deliver,
Dr. Louise Bennett.
Long time, girl, me never see you. Come make me hold your hand. It is a long time, girl, me never see you. Come make me hold your hand. We'll have jump cross, sit down for tree top, pick up the blossom. Make me hold your hand, girl. Make me hold your hand. All right, Mr. Music, wait on, dear little. Aye. Now you see, that is the Jamaican welcome song. Come make me hold your hand. Now you have to welcome me, I welcome you. So you're going to sing with me. Come make me hold your hand. All right, yes dear. But I don't want to hear anybody say, come let me hold your hand. You see? Because you're going to pile up the culture. No matter with that. Come make me hold your hand. Come make me hold. This long time, girl, me never see you. Come make me hold your hand. It's a long time, girl, me never see you. Come make me hold your hand. Feel head jump, cross, sit down, tree top, pick up the blossom. Make me hold your hand, girl. Make me hold you. Feel and turn. This long time, girl, me never.
Who stand up? You stand up. You stand up. Your rental gone up and everything gone up. For everywhere she see I am, she want money. 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 She want LUT pants and Boca's cap, Alta top and Clark's booty. She want LUT, she want Clark's booty, Alta top and Boca's cap. Everywhere she see I am, she want money. Everywhere she see